What's up, everybody? We're doing it live. We are doing it live. We are here. We have a lot of special guests. Man, I'm excited. You know, everything should be going copacetic right now after we did our test. So let's go ahead and get this party started, man. Of course, we got 3 guests coming out here, man. And, you know, thanks to all day hooking up with these people, man. It's a pleasure. We have Dealer in the house, man. He is the assassin. He is a sniper. If Dealer is in your sights, if Dealer have you in his sights, that is your ass. He's been on Weapon Wheel Podcast. He has put in work. Porter Rock got that damage. You do not want to deal with Dealer, bro. That's just a fact. So what's up, man? Happy to have you on GRG, man.
Hey, man. I mean, the people you said I assassinated, they're like the equivalent of crack baby. So it's not too much bragging rights there, but I do appreciate it. I've heard about the podcast. This will be the first time partaking, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the topics.
Nice. And what have you been playing? Have you been playing anything this week?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of benchmarks for the Scorpio stuff, and I just jumped into Mass Effect the other day. I've been playing that. Yeah, Mass Effect Andromeda, man. I'm really psyched for this game, so I'm waiting for the release.
Nice. Awesome. Now, that's all good. So now we're going to move on to our next guest. And, man, this is a guy, you may not have maybe heard of him, but he's up and coming, and definitely happy to have him on here. Name is Jay. How you say that? Jay Eat Me? Is that you just say it just like that?
That's an acronym. It's Everything According to Me is my channel name on YouTube. Check it out or don't. It's a shit show over there. Anyway, I do mostly.
Oh, wow.
All right. Go ahead. Jay.
Check it out or don't. Fuck you.
Because, I mean, it's just video games at the end of the day. It's a hobby I love, but I don't I don't worship it. So anyway, check it out. I do 90% gaming over there. But if you don't want to, don't check it out. It's all good.
Nice. Absolutely nice. And what have you been playing, man? What have you been playing this week?
Horizon Zero Dawn. And, man, I wish I had EA access because I really want to play Mass Effect.
Nice. Yeah. I got it. I have not played it yet. We'll definitely get into a discussion about that because I've heard some good and some bad things, but I definitely want to get into that. But yeah, I am excited about it too because I'm a huge Mass Effect fan. So we're going to move on down the line. Man, I'm going to call this dude right here, he is like the bruh man of GRG podcast. He just if you ever watch the show Martin, this dude always used to come into his windows. Martin and Gina used to wake up, dude eating their sandwiches and shit. So he just kind of pops in. So we just kind of let him get here on time. I'm going to give it up to my boy Live Wire. What's happening, Live? Well, see, I guess.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, I guess what happens with Live, we got to go ahead and we got to just ignore him, and then he's just going to pop out of nowhere. So that's how Live likes to do it. So anyway, we're just going to move on down the line. Hey, are you here? Are you here, Jay Centuries? Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, cool. So I guess Jay Centuries is another guest that just want to pop in, want to hit up the topic. So what's up, Jay? What you been playing? What's been going on with you? And Jay helped me out on Discord. I think he's getting paid for this because he has so many people on Discord right now. It is an awesome site, but Jay's got some kind of ulterior motive. But hey, it's a cool motive. What's going on with you and what you've been playing, Jay?
I wouldn't say it's an ulterior motive, man. I just want to make the Xbox community have an interconnecting area so y'all can all work together. So I wouldn't claim that's an ulterior motive. But as far as what I've been playing, that Conan Exiles, man, has got me addicted as a motherfucker. I'm actually playing it right now while we're talking.
Yeah, that Conan do look dope. I mean, I think I'm.
Oh, dude, it is fun as fuck, bro.
I want to pull the trigger, but as long as it's not as hard as Ark be tripping me out, man. I'm still.
Yeah, then you're not gonna like it because it puts Ark through its paces.
I just need help, man. I'm still in my drawers running around beating up on a little dinosaur, and that's it.
You like on Conan Exile, you won't even make it out the first beginning areas because it is way more brutal than Ark is.
Oh, that's cold-blooded, man. That's cold-blooded. So, anyway, well, good to have you on, man. We'll go ahead and hit these topics up. Let's hit the panel. Hey, man, I want to give it up to, my right-hand man, the guy that will grab a crab out of the ocean and eat it. Just eat it. Just tear it and stretch it. Yeah, so this is to my boy, All Day Digital. Hey, man, what you been playing this week? What's going on with you?
Oh man, I've been playing that Horizon Zero Dawn, but I took a little break, and I was playing some of that Ghost Recon Wildlands, trying to stomach it for a while. Been playing Mass Effect last night. I dozed off on it. I ain't gonna lie, but that's due for me being tired. But yeah, that's all I've been playing right now, man. Just
that's
trying
for you being petty.
Oh yeah, you're gonna hear it today. Matter of fact, you're gonna hear it today.
He
God damn it!
heard us earlier. He called me. He's like, dealer, can we talk?
Yeah, I said, can we talk?
I said, this dude's about to bitch about some Mass Effect.
Oh,
Yeah,
man, that's
man.
crazy. So,
Hold on. You know what I mean? Have you been playing it, K-Meg, at all?
What, Mass Effect? No, I have not played it yet. I already bought it. I bought the deluxe edition. I got faith in this game just because it's Mass Effect. It cannot be whack after that beautiful trilogy that we had.
Watch this.
Oh, hold on. You're talking about the first two were beautiful because the third one was dog shit.
Okay, all right. Look, we're gonna get into that discussion.
We're gonna get into it.
Okay, we're gonna get into it, guys. There's other people on the panel. Let's get onto it.
I'm still waiting on introductions, man. Come on.
Yeah, I'm ready. Like, we in the back of the row. Like, what's up?
Okay, well, this is what it is.
Damn.
I have a special label for you ladies. The backbone of GRG, the ones that hold it down, the ones that hold us in their kangaroo pouches and nurture us. This is we're gonna start off with Delilah HD. What's going on and what you been playing?
Man, what's up? I'm still playing Zelda Breath of the Wild.
There we go.
That game's so good. It's so throwback. I love it. Absolutely love that game. Really, that's been the majority of my time. Other than that, it's been work. Just finished a couple releases today, so.
Mm-hmm. Where are you at right now in that game?
Where I'm at? Oh, man. Well, I think I haven't even got the Master Sword yet, but I think I'm close to it. Mm-hmm. I'm at that village by the beach on the far right side of the world. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I haven't even got that far in the game either.
Cool.
I kind of put it down after a while.
So massive. Like, I'm surprised at how big the game is.
That's what I've heard.
Like few boss fights and things like that, and it's just crazy. It's just random, completely random. I love it.
Awesome.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the topics and everything. You know, look like we got a pretty good panel. So yeah, I'm excited. Let's go.
All right, let's go. All right, and last but not least, my baby sister, not by blood, but by relation to the Intro Media Gaming podcast. You know what I'm saying? Well, not the podcast, Intro Media Gaming group. But, you know, they got a podcast, too. Lady Infamous didn't join. I don't know why. She's too busy. She's too good for us. Anyway.
No, don't be like that.
All right.
Nobody told me that. Okay.
My baby sister, man. Much love for her, man. And what's up, Lady Infamous? What you been playing? What's been going on with you?
Hello, everyone. This is me, Lady Infamous 415, Grown Women Gaming, IntroMediaGaming.com. I have been playing Mass Effect Andromeda, Layers of Fear, and Life is Strange. I'm just doing a little rotation. I can't wait to get in deeper with Mass Effect because I played it for about an hour and some change, maybe about 2 hours. So I can't wait to get this started.
Nice. Well, all right, guys, we got everybody introduced except for Livewire, but Livewire is the bruh man of the show, so he will come in when he needs to.
Yo, man, I was trying to talk about my sandwiches, my mic went on. Yo, I was mad as hell.
All right. Bruh man of the GRG podcast. What's up, Livewire? What you been doing? What you been playing here lately?
I've been playing that Mass Effect, bruh. That Mass Effect, that shit is... I like that shit a lot, man. That shit's sexy as hell. I give you that. I can imagine that shit on Scorpio. Oh, because I'm 4 hours in. I'm 4 hours in. I had to do that Sudoku shit. I don't know if y'all know about that part yet. It's like some fucking outpost type shit. You gotta fucking play with these.
Hey, no spoilers, man. Come on.
I know,
it's not a spoiler. I mean, you're gonna have to do it. It ain't nothing crazy. You know what I mean? But this shit is big though. I give it if the planets are as big as this one planet I'm at, if you have multiple planets like that, I'm like, you know what? This shit's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, man, I definitely can't wait to check it out. I'm definitely gonna run with it tonight after I get off of the after we get off the podcast. But we'll get into full discussion about that. First, we're gonna get into the topic of the night, as I think it is, and that is all thing positive with the Project Scorpio. We've heard so much good news about Project Scorpio. It's been unbelievable. Now, for me, I think the only thing that could make people kind of lose interest is leaks. Now, Dealer, since you're one of our guests, I want to ask you this: do you think it's better for Microsoft to bring out is to present the Scorpio early, or you don't care if they do it right at E3 or at all? You know what I'm saying? Because I think that the leaks would really kind of hamper on the excitement of the Scorpio.
I don't mind the minor leaks, right? Like, you know, the internal power supply, obviously that was a given, right? From Windows Central, they're pretty trustworthy. The 4K 60 FPS game capture, not many people saw that coming. I didn't even see that coming, and I'm pretty on top of this thing. And that's awesome, obviously all through software. But in terms of like games leaks, stuff like that, I definitely don't want that to happen. But I still think we'll see a pre-E3 reveal of it, man. According to Phil, he's like, I don't want it to be about Scorpio and nothing else. I want it to be about games at E3, right? So I think we'll see a pre-E3 event. And with, like I said, a lot of these tech-based leaks that I've been covering, even down to 16-bit compute coming to Xbox One and Scorpio. So you remember the whole 8.4 teraflops bullshit for PS4 Pro?
Right.
That shit's hitting Xbox One. And obviously don't expect double the performance, but it will help with like aliasing, shaders, things like that. The console's getting better, man. Both of them are, and Scorpio's looking to be amazing. But overall, yeah, I think they'll have a pre-E3 type reveal event, and they may go over some other things at E3, but it'll be primarily about the games.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm really excited about everything that we've heard, because I mean, it's 4K everything. Like, you know what? I'm like, damn, this thing is going to be amazing. So, Jay, not Centuries. You'll be later on down the line. The other Jay Evening. Yeah. What do you think about this? Do you think that Microsoft should go ahead and bring out the reveal of the Scorpio early before any leaks come out, or it doesn't really matter because there's already a lot of momentum?
No, there needs to be more momentum. Honestly, I think that this should be pushed and pushed and pushed, because Microsoft needs to make a big comeback here. They can do it with Scorpio. I believe they can. And I want to see that. As a gamer, I want to see that. And I think they need to come out with some more news, some actual factual news, because that is only going to benefit them. All these rumors and shit, that is, that could hurt, the system and hurt that momentum. So I think they need to come out and just say, this is what it is, and here's what it does.
Right. No, I totally agree. Now, yeah, no, I really agree. No, that was
too
well
much
said.
Speculation, man. There's too much speculation out there, and I can't stand going from site to site. You got Dealer, you got D, you got all these guys, and you guys are good tech guys and stuff. I understand, but at the end of the day, some of the stuff you guys say sound outlandish, and I just got to put that out there.
Like what?
Like sometimes you guys get into stuff saying, "Oh, it's going to be, so many teraflops, it's going to be able to do this and that," and that's all great.
I need you got to be real specific here.
Well, here's real specific. You guys will say some things sometimes, and it'll be like, hey, just listen, all right?
I guess I don't know.
Here's the thing. At the end of the day,
I've only said 6 teraflops, which has been confirmed, right?
I'm just saying, but you guys speculate, right?
No, I tell you what I know. I tell you what I know, and I tell you what Microsoft has confirmed, which is 6 teraflops. I've never said more.
Okay, 6 teraflops. Okay, cool.
Okay.
At this point, everybody's speculating, though, if you think about it.
Yeah, and really, and a lot of it's not speculation when you got places like Windows Central, which have been 100% accurate.
No,
that's not speculation at this point.
But that could be 100% accurate there. But we haven't seen the exact specs to this console.
Yeah, so when those leaks hit, of course, I'm going to go over and give my thoughts, as a lot of my subscribers ask me to do.
But a lot of times, you are no stranger to this. You and other people will talk about what you think this thing is going to be able to do. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And
is that not allowed?
No. It's allowed, but sometimes some people can misinterpret what you say and think that what you're saying could be, like I said, outlandish, or some people could say
only people that
that's
could
not
possibly misinterpret a damn thing that I say are the people that might only look at one thing. Not basically the people that don't actually look at the videos, because what I say is 4K 30 on a lot of AAA games, which is more than possible. I've done the test myself. I've taken into account the extra 30% boost that AMD say you can get from dedicated hardware.
You've done the test yourself with a Scorpio?
No, I've done my test with under 6 teraflops.
But see that.
But I'm just saying, you got to understand that consoles prove to be just as, if not more efficient than PCs.
But everything that goes into this machine must be known before you can do any real tests, dealer. You should know that.
That's why I say.
Unless you spec a PC that's powerful than it,
No.
you already know that's powerful.
PC, because at that point, like dealer said,
more than 8. I mean, I'm sorry, something's more than 6 teraflops.
Okay,
Actually, hold on. I want to.
Well, no. Let me say this. Let everybody get their points in, and then we'll get into the meat of it, because I'm loving this discussion.
No.
But I do want to hear.
I just want
everybody
to
else's
ask him
perspective.
this.
Okay, go ahead.
You said that he has to know the specs, right?
Mm-hmm.
But didn't Digital Foundry do the same thing for the PlayStation 4 Pro and the Xbox Scorpio already? But no one said that to them.
Yeah, but I'm not a big Digital Foundry fan.
But
it still comes in the same thing. I mean, even the head guys do that.
Speculation there is wrong too.
Well, we've actually got more specs than Pro ever had before its release, for one. We know the bandwidth, which is 70 gigabytes per second, more than the GPU I'm testing on. Mm-hmm. We know the overall teraflop compute, which people say teraflops don't matter. It does when you're going AMD to AMD or NVIDIA to NVIDIA. 6 teraflops is about 6 trillion calculations per second. That's why it matters. And we know it's 8 cores. So we know it's going to be capable. They don't need that much memory bandwidth if they're not doing 4K textures. And they don't need 6 teraflops. Yeah. Like I said, I'm doing it with less than 6. So it's all very grounded and based in research. So
and there's no hate to you, dealer. I'm not hating.
I'm just saying, though, when you accuse me of saying outlandish things.
You know, I'm saying when people
he's saying people will take it outlandish.
That must be all day eating crabs out the ocean. Look, okay, hold on, wait a minute. All right, look.
I'm just saying, at the end of the day, speculation is what needs to be killed here. That is
if we weren't speculating, putting this out here, you got to understand the landscape as well, because when I started going into this really in depth, the landscape was a lot different than it is now, and people were saying that it wasn't capable and that it wasn't going to do this or that, and I've gotten a lot less of those comments as a result. So people still think 4K is impossible in 6 teraflops. It's just the reality of the situation is many people don't have the perspective because they don't own a capable PC or they don't look into the research, right? So, that's where I come in.
Yeah, there's textures, there's things, there's graphic fidelity, there's all kinds of things that go into that, and people don't really think about.
You're getting 4K on AAA.
Okay, all right. Okay, let me move on, and then we'll get back into the discussion. Now, look, I like this discussion, but let everybody else get their.
We're being assholes. We're sorry,
man. Y'all being some assholes. I'm about to mute some bastards. No, I'm just playing. Okay, all right. Livewire. What do you think about all this? Do you think that Xbox should? Do you think Xbox should go ahead and release or reveal the Xbox Scorpio early before any leaks get out, or it shouldn't matter because the enthusiasm is already there?
Nah, they can do teasers. Like sorry, I'm chewing on some fucking Oreos.
God damn, bro, man.
But they can do teasers because my thing is. When they do an event, right? Mm-hmm. They're not gonna just sit there and just talk about every single thing that this shit could do. That shit would be boring as fuck. So the little mundane shit that it does, that is like, oh, that's cool, but it's not like worth you standing up on stage, fucking waving a flag for. They could leak that shit. All right. I mean.
So the small stuff doesn't bother you, basically. That's what you're saying. You're just saying if they leak out just little pieces, then it ain't gonna stop anything, right?
You know what? Because the small stuff is like foreplay.
Okay.
It's like somebody taking a feather, rubbing your arm with it. You know what I mean? You'd be like, oh shit. Now, granted, it's the Scorpio, so you're excited about it. If it was just like if this was the Nintendo Switch, you'd be like, bitch, stop touching me. You know what I mean? Like it's a little different.
All right. Okay, I got you.
I understand where you're coming from. I understand.
No. I totally get it. So, okay, Delilah, your point on this. What do you think about this?
I think they need to hurry to do something because I feel like they wait too long. It can kind of clash a little bit with information, and people need something to hang on to. And I feel like it's gonna get too close to E3, and you don't want to blur the line. So I think they should really do something, like late March, like this month, or early April, because I feel like if they do it in May, that's gonna be. I mean, I feel like. I don't know, with all these game releases, I think they should time it with like a major release or something. Like for instance, we got what's that one? Voodoo Vents coming out soon, right?
Yeah.
I think they should do something like, okay, we're gonna drop Voodoo Vents, and then we're gonna announce. They can do a release a date of a date, like just to get people hyped up. Like, okay, we're gonna say that we're gonna have something at the end of March. So we're gonna put that out there as a teaser, and people be already hyped on that. They definitely need to be controlled. I don't understand why marketing isn't all over this already if they're gonna do an event before E3. I mean, we got less than 90 days here. It's not like it's gonna be, it's not like the E3 is gonna be in August. They need to just go ahead and, I think they should be rolling stuff out right now. Actually, if I was a marketing manager, I'd be rolling stuff out right now.
You got a really, really good point there because in 2013, how many times did we hear, that people got the reveal of the X1 and E3 for Xbox One confused, or they thought it was the same because they were so close together. So that's a really good point.
Yeah, but see, at the same time, you think about 2013, when I felt like because the way they announced it did them disservice. So they probably playing it close to the vest because they don't want to, they want to make sure the messaging is on point. Now I can see that because they don't want another 2013 situation. So. They want to time it out.
Delilah, do you think they should just control the narrative? Because the one thing I think Microsoft doesn't do is they don't they'll have a message and they'll say it one fucking time, and then that's it. Like you hardly ever hear about it.
Microsoft in general, their marketing has never been even on any product.
That's why they need to get it out sooner.
I completely 1,000.
Here's the problem that Microsoft's gonna have because Sony had the exact same problem with the Pro. If they don't get the message out sooner before anything else, they're not going to be able to get people to understand what it's about. Because remember when the Pro came out for their event, no one could actually see what the 4K was. And then you had a week later, and then you got the video showing the 4K gameplay. And you still couldn't even see it on YouTube unless you had a 4K TV. So they need to push it in the next week or two until E3.
I really think that's
wait
the case.
until
I think
E3.
they're going to do something. I think they're going to do something soon. I can see them doing something in April. Because I feel like, dang, man, I wish. Okay, I can't. Well, anyway, so I just hope that I hope they do something hopefully April. I mean, I think that'd be a great date to do something.
Well, I'm hoping they get that first impressions good because first impressions
April
are
Fool's Day. Think about April Fool's Day. They can do something really slick on April Fool's Day as a joke. Like this is what we're gonna do, blah blah. April Fool's Day, and then they can roll into this is actually real though.
They should leak a fake prototype of the Scorpio.
That'd be so sick, right? I mean, they can do this any way they want to. But for me, I feel like it's gonna be about the games though, regardless. No matter how powerful Scorpio is or speculated to be, or we can talk about T-flops and blah blah blah. It's about the games, and that's what I'm most excited about.
Absolutely.
And it's gonna be sweet.
That's what I'm saying. I think they need to do an event just for the Scorpio, and then keep leaking out information until E3, and then have E3 specifically for the games. Because I don't want to see 30 minutes of Scorpio at E3. I want to see all games.
Oh yeah, and I think Phil knows that. I think he already said that he wants to have a, it seems as if he wants to do something separate. Now they could cram everything because they're going on Sunday at E3. They could have a longer press conference because if you guys understand how those things are booked up, they usually give them where they have their conference at. They have slots. And usually they give them you only got an hour and a half slot. And then
because I think they're going right after PC, so I don't think they'll be able to have a longer press conference. Because you got to remember, PC is on Sunday.
I think they got the last slot. I think they got the absolute last slot. I think that was
and also if you ever go to
has that been confirmed because there wasn't no time for their slot yet.
Well, Phil said something about that in the Unlocked podcast where he's like. If they wanted to go longer, that they could. That was something that he was looking forward to because he said,
because I know you have. I think you have the Bethesda, and I know PC has. I think the PC one's usually about almost close to 2 hours. So you have that one also that day.
I look at it as,
Yeah,
man, the most powerful console of all time. This thing's gonna do more things than any other console ever has. It should get its own event. The Xbox One got its own event.
I think
I totally agree. Okay, but that's all great. So, Lady Infamous, where are you with this? Do you think that the Xbox should, that Microsoft should go ahead and release or reveal, not release, but reveal the Scorpio early, or should they just wait until E3 or whenever that they feel that they're going to release the system?
I think that they should toss us a bone about the Scorpio, as far as the hardware is concerned, and when E3 comes around the corner, Xbox, Microsoft should focus more on the games. Now, we'll show you a little bit of this and a little bit of that of Scorpio, but they should have just a big presentation on how these games and this console would change the way of gaming, So, but they tight-lipped. They really tight-lipped. So, but I just need some bones. Just toss me a little bone with some meat on it. I'll be okay.
Yeah, but I'm definitely worried about leaks though, because the
internet.
Developers, as developers, you get information all the time. You know what I mean? As developers, IDX at Xbox type stuff, you get information all the time. So you don't want one of these companies to just kind of just leak something out and Microsoft's holding it. Like, this is gonna be awesome, just don't say anything, kind of thing. So I need for them to just
chill.
Come on already. That's how I feel.
Yeah, the media definitely has it out for the Xbox. I know that probably, Jay Eatney is going to probably disagree, but there's people that I've talked to that has no stake into the so-called console war, and they seen it themselves because GDC had a lot of positive Xbox news, and it wasn't advertised. This was the lowest. I haven't seen really too much anything from GDC, so that was pretty crazy. So okay, we're gonna go to I don't know. All day, are you here? Are you back? All right, I guess he's not back. So Jay, we'll let you be the last one to answer this, and then we can go ahead and we can hit the ding 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 fight, and then go ahead and let Dealer and Jay go at it. So Jay Centuries, what do you think about this? Should they reveal something early?
Like I said earlier, man, I think they should, because Sony had a problem with this back when they tried to reveal their stuff, and they don't want to have the same issue. So they need. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
So they need to actually make sure that everything's set up the way it needs to be set up by having not just one big event, but have smaller events in between now and E3, stating what the machine's about, talking to IGN, GameSpots, and stuff like that in smaller increments, so it gets more of that hands-on personal level with the people. So the information keeps on flowing and not just one event and then you're sitting there trying to figure out what's everything in that one event. And I think that was the problem with Sony. They only did one event and then they just let everybody still ponder. Because they're correct me if I'm wrong, did y'all have a lot more questions after that event than y'all had answers?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That could be the same issue that Microsoft has. So the best way to solve that is after they do their main event, go to IGN, do another podcast like Phil did, talk about it some more, then go to GameStop, do it again like that. Even have Aaron and them go to TXR and all them like they do usually with their interviews. Mm-hmm. Let them talk there. That way they can get a better communication within their fan base so people understand what the machine's truly about. Not just based off of that one event.
Right.
Yeah. And that's what I think they should.
So you're saying they should do an E3-ish,
I'm saying they should do they should do a tour. No, what I'm saying is they should do not this week, but at the end of this month, do the big event or whatever, right? Here's my opinion on how it should go. They should do it at the end of the month, have an event now, the big event, reveal everything. And then throughout the next couple of months, they should do smaller little, videos or talk to other podcasters, let them have them ask questions about it, and let this stuff go through so you have that entire time of getting information and stuff coming out so you know what's going on. Then start showing comparison videos side by side between a 1080 and a 4K gameplay. so people understand what's going on. Because that was one of the problems I had with Sony. When they were showing you like the difference between 1080 and 4K in that event for the Sony PlayStation 4 Pro, you really couldn't see anything different because they were just flipping through the gameplay. And if you didn't have a 4K TV, it didn't make a difference. Plus, you're going through rendering, through the YouTube. So having it side by side of an image of the exact same game going in would probably look a lot better than just sitting there flipping through both gameplays with that overhead image. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. And another thing that I think that's that it would benefit them is the fact that think of what Sony did at the reveal of the PlayStation 4. They did theirs in March. They revealed theirs in March. Or was it February? It was February or March. They did it way early. And then people already knew what the system was going to do, what it was capable of. And for anybody that had any questions, once the time E3 got there, it was all, when they seen the games, everybody was floored. And then, of course, the 2013 debacle of Xbox began. Donnie Matrick set Microbox on fire and said, "I'm out, peace, deuces," and it was done. And then PlayStation has been running the game. So, you know what? Look, I love this discussion. If anybody else has anything else to say on this, please present it. I think Xbox should definitely, from my standpoint, they should do it early because they don't want the leaks to come out. They don't.
Well, I got one other thing to say, and I hope Microsoft is not doing this, but they have a build event May 10th through the 12th, 2017, and they typically do a lot of announcements like the new Surface and stuff like that on that event. I just hope they're not holding Scorpio till then. If they ever listen to this, don't do that. That's all.
Yeah, it should most definitely have its own event for sure. They have to explain not only the capabilities, which it will be quite capable. They have to explain how the games work, how transferring, how the patches will come in, how VR will work, because you got to remember it's still VR capable. They got too much stuff to explain to cram that into E3, as Phil kind of alluded to, right? So, I mean, just count on probably a June event. I would like it to be sooner because they can control the message for longer. But that's one advantage of being on Sunday is that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to do that press conference, and you're going to see all kinds of interviews with those guys right after that press conference. I guarantee it on IGN, all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, they should just do a one-day event. Invite the press, invite some gamers, and basically show off the Scorpio. Don't give the price, obviously. I don't even know if they have to reveal the console itself. They could even hold that. They just need to tell what it does, show some games that run on it, and tell a couple of the features, like some of the smaller features. You know, you leave all that big shit, like, oh shit, that shit does that shit. You can leave that shit for E3.
I think they'll show the console though, because when Sony did that, they're like, well, no console, a console reveal. Like they tweeted that, so
and I think that they need to show what you said live. They need to show the big shit. They need to show everything so it could go completely. Everybody sees it, get their mind blown, and now all we gotta wait for is the deluxe, is the sweet treats, the games, and then that's it. That's all we want after that at E3 is the sweet treats.
I'm back.
You ate that crab pretty quick. Damn, you're fast all day. So okay, let me go.
I got a big ass neck.
Oh, good deal. So,
all right. Big ass neck.
Okay, so you go. I'm going to ask you this question. Basically, it was the same as I asked everybody else. Do you feel that the Xbox Scorpio should be revealed early before any leaks come out, or it doesn't matter?
Bullshit.
Damn, really?
God damn. I think. I say a week or two, maybe a month before. Not a month before, maybe a few days or a week before would be cool, like a little press event to show off the system, get the specs on paper, to stop the speculation and the stars and glitter, stop all that shit, and just let us know what's going on, man. I think it wouldn't hurt. I mean, if you're sitting on a nice piece of hardware like that, you want to show it off, you want to brag about it, you know what I mean? So I think that they will do an early press event.
Yeah, I think they should. Like it's just like I was saying, it would make sense. Get all the good stuff out the way, and and reveal the system. I don't see why you would hold back and not show the system. You know, let everybody see it. I think it's going to be metallic silver. Now, this is going to be my last question to everybody. Jay, eat me. I'm going to ask you first. What do you think the price is going? Hey, man, that's wild to me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to say Jay, eat me. No, my God. You know what I'm saying? No, don't.
Say
don't
everything
eat
according to me. It's easy to understand.
Yeah. I'm going to say Jay, me. Jay, me. You don't have to eat me, bro. You know what I'm saying? But Jay.
Look, he's the only Jay in here right now, so you're good. Say Jay.
Well, he probably didn't see that, but regardless of that, Jay, what do you think the price of the Scorpio will be?
Honestly, I think I've said this for a while. I think it's going to be over 500.
No.
I think it's going to be because
hey, let the man have his opinion. That's okay.
If it is,
let him say. Let him say his
out
points.
the way it's touted to be, and what we're seeing. You know, if this is going to be a badass console, I don't see it being under $500. Now, I could be totally wrong, and I'm not saying that anybody else is wrong with their opinion. It's just my opinion. I think that selling a console at $400 that's going to be able to do what they're claiming is going to be amazing.
I think I've said this before. Though, because it's like, it trips me out because right now the PlayStation Pro can supposedly do 4K at $399, and it's a 4.2 teraflops, but a 6 teraflop console can't be $399. Like, really? A year later,
That's actually the number one reason they waited the extra year. The tech was there; they just needed the price to come down.
I agree with that as well. Okay, Infamous, what do you think the price of the Scorpio is going to be?
Okay, well, look, I already said it last week. The $499 plus tax. They're talking about a premium console. I expect premium. You gotta pay money for premium.
I agree.
I don't care if it's gas, food, ass, weed. If it's premium,
did you say ass? Did you say
Premium
ass?
pussy.
Look. If you got gift of gab, I'm not paying.
No, but what I mean is, it's with everything.
Everybody, y'all know what she meant. Come on.
Yeah.
If you go into a concert, if you want the extra seats or the VIP section or the meet and greet, is gonna cost you money. This is no different. If they say what they say they're gonna say, I don't mind spending the $499. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm just saying. I mean, $399. I think
it's gonna be multiple SKUs though. One $399, and it's gonna have a more expensive SKU as well.
Yeah. If that's the case, then I'm gonna get the bestest. So
okay.
That's right.
All right. Okay, so Delilah, you kind of gave us an idea of where you're at, but go ahead and let everybody know how much you think.
Yeah, I mean, like I just said, I mean, I think it's gonna be, they're gonna have multiple SKUs. I think it's gonna be a $399 SKU, and I think that the technology is gonna be able to be comparable to what they've been saying, even at that price point. And I think also gonna have a $499 SKU as well, depending on like hard drive size and probably some other things. Like I can see them putting a hybrid drive in there. Like a solid state hybrid drive. Hybrid drive. Because they're a little bit more cheaper in price and everything.
That'll be dope. So what about you, dealer? How much you think the Scorpio's going to be?
Man, they need to keep this price down. And secondly, who knows if they're going to sell it without taking a loss? We don't know some of these variables. But a lot of people hear 6 teraflops and 4K, and they think that's expensive. The RX 480 I'm doing a lot of my tests on, that's a $200 graphics card at retail. Phil Spencer's not running in there and saying, I'll take an RX 480. That's one Scorpio, as my buddy Colt says, right? Like, they're definitely getting some kind of discount, not like 25% off or anything. But they're getting some money off of these by buying in bulk. And like I said, that power to begin with on a desktop class GPU, which costs more money to make than any kind of APU, when it comes to it, is going to definitely only cost you $20, or not 20, but $200. My bad. So it's not going to be anything ridiculous. Phil's already said it's not going to be anything we haven't seen before. I say anywhere from $450. It could go up or down $50 for me.
Yeah, cool. Before I jump to all day and ask him his point, big shout out to the Don. His work schedule is bananas. And matter of fact, I think tonight he's out there in Utah somewhere in the mountains over here saving a baby eagle. So thank you, bruh, for saving out our our national bird. Thank you so much, Don. And Xbox 448, I have no idea where the hell he's at. He's probably somewhere playing PlayStation. He's turned into Ironbot. That's what I think about that right now. Because we were just looking at his gameplay earlier, and he was over there playing some infamous Second Son. So yeah, no, but it's all good now.
Hey, Livewire over there loading a Glock or something?
No, I had to
Nice typing.
Yeah, I had to mute him, man. I had to mute him until he got together. So until he got it together, because he was cussing and everything. Bro, man,
Plagiarism.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and release the hounds and let him speak once he gets back to doing whatever he's doing. But anyway, all day. What do you think the price of the mighty Scorpio is going to be?
I don't think there'll be 2 SKUs. I think there'll be just one. And I think I say $4.99. It's kind of that middle ground where it's premium, but it's not like it's not super breaking the bank for what you're getting.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, $3.99 could happen. I mean, we can dream. $3.99 can happen just because the software is a little bit more dated. But that's my take. $4.99.
$4.99.
It's not impossible, Anyway.
I know it's not.
Yeah. I don't think I have to. I don't know. Let me keep going down the line. Okay. All right. Livewire, are you there? Hold on. Let me go ahead and get Livewire. Livewire, are you there? Are you there, bro? Are you there? You there?
You hear me?
All right. Yeah, I hear you. Okay.
Okay.
What do you think the price of the Scorpio is going to be, bro?
Man, it's a good one. I'm cool with $4.99.
Mm-hmm.
But I could see it being $3.99.
Okay.
You know what? It depends, man. Premium changes year to year, to be honest, because what was premium a couple years back? Like, remember when you had the gas crisis, the fucking Katrina and all that shit, and gas went up to like damn near fucking $6 and all that crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was regular. That wasn't no fucking premium. That was fucking regular gas. You know what I mean? But now you can get gas for like $200. I mean, $200 for $2. I mean, so it depends on the climate of, what we're seeing as far as gaming, how much shit is going to cost.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even today, the phone that you bought today, a year from now, ain't going to cost the same. Mm-hmm. It'll be significantly cheaper,
mm-hmm.
just based on the parts and the shit that the way technology just evolved. So I mean, I could see it being $3.99. It wouldn't surprise me. And maybe they said premium because they want people's expectations to be lower, or they might say that just because they feel the Xbox One S might drop down to $200. So if you look at
Phil actually commented on this and said basically I should have never used premium. What I meant to say is for the hardcore, right? It could have been a marketing thing as well. Even a Dig It Pro, which is essentially old shit duct taped together, right? So you're right. It could definitely be a marketing thing as well. I agree there.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, because we don't know if the Xbox One S is going to be like officially $250 from here on out. It might. So if you look at that versus the Scorpio, it will look like a premium price.
Yeah. No doubt. Now I do feel. Well, Jay Centuries, are you back? Okay, I guess he's not back. Well, I do feel, for me, that it's going to be multiple SKUs. I think that, and I think it's going to be at a $450 to maybe even a $600 price. I think that they'll have the bare bones version. They'll have a medium version, and then they'll have the premium elite version. I know that $600 is the killing point to any system. I mean, you go back to the 3DO, you look at the PlayStation 3, etc. But I think if you have different SKUs, you can get away with it. And I've said this. I said this last week on GRG. Is that I think that they're going to bring out the Scorpio in August. It makes perfect sense because of Shadows of War and the fact that, you know, it just wouldn't make any sense to be bragging about Shadows of War and you do not have the system to complement the true power of what this game could look like under, you know, with the Xbox One S. You know what I'm saying? I think.
I disagree, though.
Well, okay, you could disagree, but the fact of it is I think if, you know, the game will look good, but they're advertising it from the Scorpio. Everything that the developers and everything else, they're talking about how good this game is under the Scorpio. So why not bring the Scorpio out in August like you did the Xbox One S and have that same momentum like you did last year when you won 5 or 6 months of MPDs. You know what I'm saying? Because you had the advantage because you started first. And just think of this. Damn right. And if you think of looking at, you know, I don't know how many Madden fans is out here, but Madden 18 on the Scorpio, my God, that would sell the console by itself. There's no competition, and everything is wonderful. So, yes, you can play the music, but it makes perfect sense. Now, we can go on to the next topic, or do you guys want to say anything to counteract that?
We've been on this for 45 minutes. Let's go to the next topic.
All right. We can go to baby. That was a hot-ass topic, man. You know what? Man, that person who thought of that topic, man, they should be rewarded. Jesus. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. So now, okay, the first person I'm going to ask this question to is going to be me. I'm not going to say eat, because of the fact of, you know, aren't you you're more lean towards PlayStation, right?
I play more on the PlayStation because that's where my friends and stuff are. But I'm a gamer. I like both.
Oh, we're all gamers, brother. We all gamers.
We all play everything.
We play everything. I mean, but we all have preferences. But you know,
no, speak for yourself. I'm a hater.
Yes, I know. Yes. Let the hate flow through you. But no, this is the thing. Okay, all right. We just got some really crazy numbers of how in 2016, how the PlayStation had 57% of the gaming market. Like, that's crazy. That's bananas. And the problem is, for me, is that, okay, we understand that there's like close to 60 million consoles of the PlayStation 4 sold. But the exclusives is at an all-time low for PlayStation. So now for me, I think that that's kind of like, you know, and it's not really an insult, but you might take it as one, but we'll hear your point of this. I think the PlayStation 4 this generation is somewhat like this generation's Wii. Because the exclusives aren't selling well, but the multiplats are selling off the chain. And the PlayStation 4 is the most popular thing out. You cannot knock that they have 57% of the market locked down. That's huge, and that benefits all of us gamers. So, Jay, what do you think about this?
Well, I attribute most of this to the fact that multiplats are just becoming that much better. Multiplats are just becoming more and more of better experiences than some of these old, tired-ass games. These exclusives. Some of them, I mean, they're rehashing, you know, old games over and over. You know, you've got four Uncharted's. I mean, and I like the Uncharted series, so nobody kill me for that, but I'm a little burnt out on Uncharted. You know,
I'm gonna cut his damn mic. Where's he at? No, I'm just playing with you. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Multiplayer, you got so many Call of Duties too, and so many Assassin's Creed.
Hold on. Let him speak. I'm just messing with you. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Jack.
But we've got so many other multiplats out there. We've got new IPs that are multiplats as well that come out every year. Whereas with PlayStation and Xbox, we run into this situation where we're constantly rehashing old titles, and I'm not down with it. And I think for the majority of the people out there, the gamers, they're not down with it either. And the numbers show. That's why the exclusives aren't selling as well. That's my opinion.
No, I like your opinion.
Can I take this one real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Go all day.
Man, check this out, man. You know these multiplats. You know what I call them? Snipers. Because you can have an exclusive, and a multiplat will come out, headshot done. You know what I mean? Like exclusives don't hold the power they used to.
You
man.
saying they're doing
They
the
really
dealer
don't.
on them? They doing the dealer?
Bro.
They sniping them?
Like dealer, they sniping them. They doing a tactician move.
Damn.
So basically, Gears of War 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
I used to be in game battles in Gears of War 1, 2, and 3, right? Went hard in Gears. Basically only game I really played hardcore. When I got to 3, kind of got off of it. When I got to Judgment, I was completely done. But I did, appreciate the changes, even though everybody hated it. But when I got to 4, it took me, 2 months to beat the story. Because I didn't give a fuck. Like, I didn't care. Like, the story was cool, but it's the same. I'm still doing the same roadie run for 10 years. Yeah. Like, it's tired. I'm fatigued. I'm jaded. Been playing this shit forever now. And that goes on with all the, the household name exclusives. Go from Uncharted to, even Dark Souls now, even, they're just Call of Duty, Battlefield, they surprise us here and there. But they just don't hold the weight anymore.
Wait! I gotta stop you on that. Battlefield has only gotten better for every iteration that it has.
I said
you can talk about Call of Duty, but I will not allow you to desecrate the great Battlefield. Battlefield be holding that shit down, bro. Battlefield is great. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I think All Day is 100% right with this. That's the reason why you see PlayStation and Xbox.
Come on, man.
I think that's the reason why you see PlayStation and Xbox putting their exclusives over to PC is because they see that they're just not carrying as much weight as they used to.
That part is true. Now that part is true.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why they're going into that market.
You're really ignoring a huge fact that's been confirmed by both EA and Ubisoft. Digital, 50% year-over-year increase. We're not getting all the information. We're not getting the whole story here, right? Like people saying Halo 5 flopped. It only sold 1.8 million in 3 months or whatever, right?
I agree with you.
Frank was like, all right, shut the fuck up. Let me tell you that it sold 5 million, including digital. So that's 3.2 million digital. So, that's a record high for consoles, and it's only more and more of a thing. Uncharted 4 did really well. Sunset Overdrive, even with 13 million units out there, did 1.2 million. People say that didn't sell, and that's not counting digital.
Yeah, because if you look at VG charts, they got Halo at like 4.6.
Yeah, and that's this was at 3 or 4 months. Frank confirmed 5 million, confirming both physical and digital. So obviously now it's much higher.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, digital's more and more a thing, and we can't say these games aren't selling because Gears was well over 2.5, I do believe, already. Physical, not counting digital. Everyone I know has that digital.
How about this? Fuck the numbers. I'm bored.
Okay. Well, hold on. Before you get.
Fuck you all day.
Okay, but hold on. Before you
motherfucker.
Okay, but hold on, guys. Let me say this because I know that these people are going to be amazed. Look, I will do something to where I will show everybody's gameplay, but K-Mega is not a hater of PlayStation. This is my gameplay of Horizon Zero Dawn. No, I'm just playing. I really do like.
You stupid.
I do like Horizon Zero Dawn. It's the voice acting is absolutely atrocious. That shit is piss water. But the game itself is absolutely dope. Okay, carry on, guys. I just wanted to let people know that. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, let me
see, we're going to have to talk about that. So go ahead.
Just let me know when you want the Mass Effect topic to come up, because I can't.
Oh, no, that'll be next. Go ahead. Keep going.
Okay.
I wanted to say the dealer was right about the digital sales. However, that also applies to multiplats as well. So, I mean, they're not being counted either. And I really do think, like all day, that people are getting tired of these old-ass games.
And that's why I agree with you. That's why I think they're moving towards the PC market with a lot of the exclusives, so they can make up back on the revenue that they're losing.
Yeah, no,
and that's why, and a lot of people, a lot of PC gamers, and as well as myself, at times I do gravitate to the indies because they're kind of pushing the envelope, on innovation and trying new things and trying new genres, like the survival genre, which with Minecraft, they started it, and a lot of other developers are taking it forward with implements on the survival genre, and I just think indies at an all-time high right now, and they're pushing the envelope because it's safe to.
And I can agree with that.
Yeah. Okay. So, Lady Infamous, what do you think about this? I mean, is it? I mean, I do. It's very nice. It's awesome that the PlayStation is doing as good as it is. But I think that it's smoke and mirrors. Me personally, do you feel it's the same way, or do you feel that it's just that the PlayStation's dominance is just so overwhelming that nothing can stop its power right now?
I think this goes for like exclusive period. That it's about to die. That word is slowly but surely going to die down because everybody knows that multi-plat equals more money. That means more awards in the video game awards, more promotion. I always say this when I'm in podcasts and we talk about things like this. When it all comes down to it, it's about business. And all I want is a good performance of a vessel that I can be able to play video games and some good ass games. They can keep the rest if they like. It's part of like a marketing strategy as well because if your product is not good, you're not gonna say, "Hey, our product is shit. Buy it." No, they're gonna boost that shit up. It don't matter where it goes. But for me, that's how I feel.
Awesome. That's good. That's fine. That's what it all boils down to is the individual, that gamer, where they're at. If they feel that the multiplats bring more to the table than the exclusives, then who am I to judge? Who is anybody to judge? So, Delilah, where are you at on this?
I'm nowhere.
You're nowhere?
I'm just joking. I mean, anyway,
I was like, damn, all right.
One thing I want to say is that, yeah, I mean, I agree with everybody on the panel. Really, I mean, it's no question. I mean, to me, PlayStation 4, like the sales and stuff, is doing great simply because of 2013 and the bad taste that Microsoft left in everyone's mouth. And so, because of that, and the remnants of all of that is mind share. You talk about people who word of mouth and everything. And Sony just simply won the mind share. And so, and that goes a long way when you talk about long term and everything. And also, you got to look at a lot of, if you hear anybody that plays on like Xbox, a lot of them also have PlayStation 4s. So, I mean, most of us, who played games when we were younger, we're older now, we're able to afford a little more and have a two or three system, multiple console household. So, I mean, to me, it's the 57% console sales shouldn't be a surprise to anybody, in my opinion, just because of the way the generation started and the way Sony is, the perception that Sony has in regards to positive. And right now, just with this in 2017, they're killing it in regards to like games and things like that. So, I mean, to me, it should be no surprise. And of course, when they do well, they're going to advertise this and say, "Oh yeah, we got the market share is blah blah blah," and so on and so forth. And it can only just help them from this point. So that's why, going back to our first topic, Microsoft needs to go ahead and announce something.
Right. Well, do you know what? I don't. That's where I feel that's misleading. PlayStation, that list that PlayStation has given this year looked like it was an oh shit moment, but it really wasn't. They didn't go out and buy that Nier. Look, Nier. Nier looks dope to me. That's the type of game that wets my palate. I'm like, okay, you know what? Nier looks pretty dope. Even though I'm pissed off at Platinum Games for how they did Scalebound, but that's another story for another day. But people are not buying that.
Casuals don't even think about this. Casuals probably don't even know about like what happened with Scalebound. That just, I mean, it wasn't like it was something that was showed on TV. It was only showed at E3. You got to think about who tunes in and stuff like that.
Right, but see, you got to.
Yeah, but there's a lot of casuals that do see that stuff because they see that for the IGNs and stuff like that.
Right.
I was just going to say that. Great point.
Well, see, think about it like this though. You got one company, if they cancel stuff, then people lose faith in that. So it's like.
Yeah, but for example, for the Scalebound news, that was huge news the week that came out. Like, if you didn't see that, you was living under a rock.
Right.
Yeah. What I'm getting at though is that the mind share to me is what is the reason why. Because
Microsoft, and I can agree with you, Microsoft in 2013 really like botched everything, and that was because they didn't have good marketing, and the shit that was said they couldn't go back with.
Shit, they still don't got good marketing at some points.
Personally, I think they got caught with their pants down because they weren't expecting to have to release
earlier.
a console a year prior to what they wanted to do. So,
But that's the reason why I said earlier that first impressions matter because of the first impression of the Xbox One is what damaged the brand at that time. So like that's why I think Phil and them need to put out the Scorpio a lot sooner than just E3, so that first impression actually looks really good.
Right.
So like,
absolutely,
it could end up bad again if they don't do it right.
No, and I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that. Livewire, did I come to you about this before, or you know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Okay. What do you think about this, man? I mean, PlayStation is got 57% of the gaming market in 2016. Overwatch which is a multi-plat, had the most sales out of any game. Now, is it because the PlayStation is so dominant? Because it's just the console? Like, I feel it's just like the skinny jeans of consoles? Or is it because PlayStation is bringing out good quality games, man? Where are you at on this?
Well, you have two completely different dynamics. One, PlayStation games tend to have that spit shine polish on it. You know what I mean? Like you see, it's like just spit on that shit, man. That shit be shiny, right? So when you play it initially, you're like, yo, this shit is fucking dope. And that's what you hear from people when they pop in fucking order or whatever the fuck. Oh, this shit is dope for the first hour. Then 20 hours later, you be like, yo, how's that shit? Oh, well, you know, it's all right. Well, what happened? I thought it was the dopest shit ever. Oh, well, you know. I mean, it looked good. I mean, like, so to me, PlayStation games always go for visuals first, and then everything else is secondary. So that's why people, yes. So when people buy it, it's like, it's kind of like going to the movies, you know, like you got to see it and have it at that moment. But it ain't like half the movies that we see, most people don't even watch the shit twice. Like, let's be honest. Like, I don't know. I mean, damn, what's the last movie that came in the theater that motherfuckers watched more than once, other than like maybe an Avenger movie? I mean, I can't really think.
The question is who will buy the Blu-ray when it comes out? You know what I mean?
That too. Right, that's what I'm saying. Other than an Avenger movie, buying the Blu-ray.
Well,
you see what I'm saying? Yeah. And to me, that's the issue. And I've been arguing this shit, saying like people have been shitting on me talking about. I was like, yo, I'm telling you, fucking Crackdown, Scalebound, and fucking State of Decay will be games that motherfuckers will play longer than fucking God of War, fucking Spider-Man. What's that other fucking game? Uncharted and fucking Horizon. Why? Because it's fucking multiplayer, one, and two, they're doing shit you haven't done before. Like, they're doing the actual shit we wanted this gen to be. Like, fucking Crackdown being able to go in any fucking building. I mean, how crazy is that? You go into a room, motherfuckers on the other side of the wall, instead of running around the whole wall, you could just kick down the fucking wall and gun his ass down or straight beat his ass up. You know what I mean? Like, we've been asking for this shit since day one. Right. And we're finally getting it, and now people are like, I'm like, what the fuck, yo?
Well, that's the misconception.
Because it's not PlayStation doing. Like, if PlayStation was doing this, people would be like, oh my god, they are the gods of the universe. Look, but because Xbox is doing it, they're like,
Okay, but this is the deal, Livewire. See, and everybody on the panel, Horizon Zero Dawn, as you're looking at this gameplay, this is the game that PlayStation should have had 2 years ago. Not now. We're talking about we're close to 4 years into its life cycle. And I'm not trying to... Look, I think this is a dope-ass game. There's no question about it. It's a good quality game.
PlayStation always has a slow start, though.
No. PlayStation 3 had some good quality games. It was the price that made it a slow start. That's what hurt the PlayStation 3. They had games
Motorstar? What you talking about?
Hell yeah, yeah, man. Look, that was the best looking racer and it was fun. It was an arcade racer, but that was the best looking racer out at the time. Then you had other games. You had Resistance. Resistance was fun. You had other games that PlayStation had games for the first. If you compare the first 4 years to compared to the PlayStation 4 first 4 years, it's not even close. PlayStation 3 dominated. And any PlayStation fan would agree with me. Look, okay, I don't know, Jamie, am I wrong or am I right? PlayStation 3 had a stellar lineup of games in their first 4 years. They had the Uncharted series starting off. They had God of War. What are you talking about? They did that stuff already. Ratchet and Clank. They had so many games out there available. Twisted Metal. Now, Twisted Metal was not great, but Twisted Metal was still available. Why the hell did we don't have another Twisted Metal on the PlayStation 4? Come on now.
They had games at the beginning, but 360 just was so much better. They had so many better games at the start of the PlayStation 3 era.
Exactly.
And that was, back then, last generation, it was all about the 360 and the media ran with it the same way they're running with the PS4 now.
But the media is way worse now. The one thing that I will say with this, now the media did run with the 360. No. This is no question. There were people that were actually true journalists. Adam Sessler, one of the best that there ever is, ever will be, ever has. Adam Sessler and the crew that he had with him and others, even the people from GameSpot. I mean, not GameSpot, but Game Trailers. Those people out there, they were legit.
Yeah.
Don't
forget about one.
I agree with that.
Yeah, they were legit. They didn't cross that line. They told you what games were good. They told you what games were bad. From the 360. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? And so now the problem is that there is so much pro PlayStation love that anything great that the Xbox is given, it's like that you have. It's kind of like that. If you say that the Xbox is doing anything right, it seems like you get shunned from the rest of the media, and that's irrelevant. That's horrible.
Today's media,
today's media is way
in last
worse.
generation, we didn't have a guy, a fucking nerd, holding up 900p in one hand and 1080 in the other.
Right.
On a thumbnail. So, I mean, it's all been perpetuated. It's just spiral.
I mean, to me, it's not even that they shit on Xbox all day. It's the fact that when Xbox does have something hot, they just completely fucking ignore it.
Exactly.
Like, fucking Forza Horizon was the fucking best racing game of this generation. And they were like,
Definitely didn't have any paid journalists saying, Sony, where's your racer? Step it up. Or give the fuck up. Sony, it's at a 91.
There was one time where Naomi Kyle said something out of sorts. Throwing shade at Sony because of their game, because it was dry. You know what I'm saying? And that was a fact. Even PlayStation people were saying it was dry. And Naomi Kyle said it, and you know what? They took her off for 2 months? They had other people doing their little skits. The fix, and that's the thing that makes me sick to my stomach, because you know what? Look, PlayStation deserves credit. They are holding down this generation because they have sold so many consoles. I'm an Xbox fan, but you know what? Real recognize real. That's why I have all these real gamers on this podcast. I don't want no bullshit people on the podcast. And they have to acknowledge that the PlayStation is holding the gaming down. I have no problem with saying that or admitting that. But if you can't say that the media is not being fraudulent and not giving Xbox credit where it's due, because they have had some very quality games, like the games that you was over here talking about that kind of changed the dynamic. Why would they not give Quantum Break some love? That is one of the most unique different games that anybody can play.
Storytelling and time abilities and everything.
Exactly.
They had that stuff that I ain't never seen before in a game.
Ever. I've never seen nothing like that. And also with Sunset Overdrive. Sunset Overdrive is not one of my favorite games in the world, but that is something that is totally different. And what PlayStation fanboys do, they say, oh man, that game is garbage. That's trash. But once you hear the developers say something about, well, Microsoft, we might have to make this multi-plat. Please make this come to PlayStation. Please make this come, because you know that these games are high quality caliber games, and Microsoft need to get off their ass and advertise these games better than that. Now, I'm done ranting. I had to rant on that because it was just, I'm having a problem here. Look, PlayStation is doing a very good job, but PlayStation exclusives are not selling well at all. Horizon Zero Dawn is the exception, but with 60 million consoles sold, 2.6 million, with all the hype saying that this is the best game of this generation, and then also saying that this game could be the game of the century.
Somebody said,
and you only sell
that was the best game of the generation.
I find it to be a disappointment. If this game doesn't hit 8 million by the end of its cycle, it's a disappointment to me. What do you guys think?
To be honest, man, these games, come on, man. It's like they get so much help. Like they promoted Horizon for like 2 months.
What happened?
Like 2 months. They promoted and showed all the shit that they speculated it was gonna have, and then when they got the game, then they were like, "Oh, look at all this amazingness. Ignore all the flaws. You know that lip sync? Nah, fuck that. That's
Horizon,
that's buttery smooth. Like, look, man, you can't stutter like that in real life. Like, it was like, what the fuck? Like, like they had parts where the girl was talking and her fucking lips her teeth didn't move. This shit was ridiculous. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Is her jaw wired shut? What the fuck's going on?
Of course, it's got some flaws, but it is a damn good game, man.
I'm not saying it's not a good game, but what I'm saying, that bitch to
well, here's the thing: there's no real innovation in this game. I'll tell you that.
Not at all. Not at all.
They took the best parts from many other games and put them together.
Primal. Mm-hmm.
And they slapped it in there, and they made it better in some situations. In others, not so much. But it's a good game.
It's still solid. It's still solid.
I didn't hear one outlet talking about how shitty the side quests. Well, they're not side quests; they're fetch quests are.
But they're not going to.
Okay, I'm back. Did y'all hear everything that I said?
Yeah, the fetch quests.
Okay, cool.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that to me, that's the biggest complaint that I have. It's not that, whether or not the game is good or not. It's just it's like somebody, it's like the teacher's helping them out. The motherfuckers, like the teacher's over there giving them hints.
It's definitely not.
Just take the paper. Just take the paper. Just cheat off the test. Like,
but it's 2.6 million physicals sold. Man, I'm telling you, a lot more people are buying digital nowadays. That's why we're not seeing numbers. It's crazy. I know so many people that just went strictly digital.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's true. I mean, at this point, I'm thinking it's 2 to 1 or 3 to 1. Digital.
I'm just saying those numbers aren't good enough for Xbox. When those sales hit Xbox, Horizon or Forza Horizon 3 obviously crushed that, right? And it wasn't good enough considering half the install base, and there are more people on Xbox that download than PSN. That's been proven by bandwidth sites. Xbox Live, way more people download shit on Xbox than PlayStation, and those numbers wouldn't have been good enough for the Xbox One with half the install base. So there's some hypocrisy there as well.
No, I agree with that. I think the media is, there's so much hypocrisy within the media. I agree with that. I can't. Anybody who says that that's not real is kidding themselves, because it is. I think they just follow the dollar signs. They follow the ones that's selling more money. Selling more consoles, and
it's all about clicks.
Right. What happened with the dude from the dude from Giant Bomb? I forgot his name. His name Greg something. He got fired from GameSpot for giving up. What game did he give a bad? Jeff Gertzman. There you go. Yeah. He got fired, man, for giving a bad review to a game he thought was bad.
That happened to somebody from IGN gave a bad review to Nintendo Switch, and I think I don't know if that's related, but
he got fired. Are you talking about Jose?
He lost his job.
I wouldn't say it's.
I don't think it's directly related.
Fox News and say some crazy shit, but still, I don't think it's directly correlated.
Because I know there's a YouTube video going around about the Nintendo Switch and like the bad problems that it has. I mean, I have one. I haven't had any problems, fortunately, but so I don't know. I mean, I've always felt that way. I just felt like this generation, the media hasn't catered to the Xbox fan. I mean, every comment section you go to, it's always super negative.
Some
Anytime
dumb
I say
shit,
this-
yeah. It's
like I can say I like Quantum Break. To me, Quantum Break was a fantastic game. I'll get.
It's one of
you
the best
know,
games of the. It's one of the best games this
Right.
generation.
I mean, for that game to not get a single nomination, like for its narrative and stuff like that, for the Game Awards, to me was just horrible. Like, how could you not nominate
Well, shit,
somebody who
Tomb Raider
did
got
Game of
shafted, too.
Thrones and
Tomb
the level of acting in that game was just
Tomb
amazing.
Raider got rolled over, man. Tomb Raider is, to me personally, well, look, I don't care what Uncharted fan gets pissed off at me, but Tomb Raider is so much better because Laura can do so much more. You not only you have a female protagonist, but you have a more compelling story. Now I will say, let me say this: Uncharted 4 has a much better story than Rise of the Tomb Raider. But the first Tomb Raider was so much better than Nathan Drake's third story by far. I mean, by leaps and bounds. That reboot or rehash of the Tomb Raider was so gripping. When her ass came out that blood at the towards the end of that game, where she was trying to go back and get it, everybody was all fucked up and done, and she was trying to go back and get revenge, and she fell in that blood and she popped her head out of there. I was like, this is like if they made this like a movie, I'd watch this shit like 5 times. It's so good. And yeah, exactly. And you know what? That's all I'm saying is that if Tomb Raider can't get any love, then that tells you right now that there's a lot of people that's paid off, because that is a very, very good reboot, a very good franchise. And if Overwatch
it got 0
wins,
nominations. That's the part that took me off.
None.
0 nominations.
None.
Both times it released. Released for PlayStation 4 a year later, and still didn't get a nomination.
None.
And the year release didn't get any.
None.
So that just told me what it was. Then I'm like, these are some amazing games.
I feel like at the Gaming Awards, they'll be sitting in a fucking round table and they'll have the Xbox games and they'll be going through the pile and they bring up Quantum Break and be like, oh, this game will make it this year. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just,
I mean, they have PlayStation channels being voters on there too. Like I think Kind of Funny Games was, they were able to vote on who get the awards and whatnot, and you didn't have a single Xbox only outlet Xbox only outlet that had a vote. So I mean, it's a closed loop, I think, at this point.
Well, same thing goes for reviews. I mean, a lot of magazines, PlayStation magazines, they're on Metacritic, right?
Funded, adware, all that stuff, advertisements, all that stuff.
All right, cool segment, guys. I really enjoyed that part. Now, so we're going to do a little intermission. My boy All Day has something that he wants to add to the podcast, to the GRG podcast. I think it's really cool. So, All Day, give us a little insight of what this is and because this is implemented. This is yours. This is your baby. You do this. Let's go. What you got? Let's hear it.
Welcome to All Day's Retro Room, taking you way back in the time. You bitch.
Oh.
All right. So basically what that is, it's a retro room. You know what I mean? Basically, I'm going to take you guys back, ask you some questions from previous gens, and seeing how you guys feel about the questions, the topics. So let me bring up my topics here.
Oh man, you should have had that already ready.
You had it on point.
I did kind of throw it out at you. I did throw it out at you but I told you that I was going to do it after.
I got it. It's right here. I got it.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
All right, check it out. What game had the most emotional impact on you? And second question, what was the most anticipated game in your younger years?
Ooh, all right. First, okay. You ask the people. This is your segment.
So this is to the whole panel, but I'm gonna call out Jay.
Which Jay? We got like 5 J's here.
Yeah, Sentry's good.
Okay.
Yeah, Sentry's good. According to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what question do you want to tackle?
So you said what had the most emotional impact?
Yeah, most emotional impact. It can be any type of emotion for any game that you played. Not this generation, but previously.
Oh, not this generation.
No.
Oh man, I'm going back over 35 years of gaming.
Let's do it.
Nice. He's a vet. He's a root gamer. This man got to come back. This man got to come back.
I'm just
He's
an
got to come
old
back.
ass motherfucker.
Hey, we must be around the same age. You know what I'm saying? You around the K Mega 405 Elite.
80s babies in the building.
Yeah. Welcome to the motherfucking root gamer. Okay, go ahead,
When
bro.
I'm thinking about it, damn, I'd have to go. I'd have to go to Final Fantasy VII, to be honest.
Oh man.
Nice.
Because Final Fantasy VII, and I think it was just the emotion was excitement, and I felt great finishing that game.
Awesome. Now, what was your most anticipated game as a youngster?
Oh man, probably Shenmue 2.
Dope.
Yeah,
That was great. It's great.
because I love the
I like
first.
the Virtual Fighter, but combat system was dope. Yeah, I remember that.
Yep.
All right. Good stuff. All right, we're gonna go to my tactician dealer. What was yours, man?
Man, run them questions by me again, bro. Sorry. Well, one was the emotional impact. It wasn't allowed to be this generation, right?
No, right.
Man, I really enjoyed Far Cry 3 and its story, the narrative that it brought to the table, right? Complete surprise. That's probably the best part of it and why it kind of hit me, especially the music in that game in conjunction. But Far Cry 3 was definitely up there. I don't really have anything else off of hand. And the other question was, what'd you say it was?
The most anticipated game in your younger years.
Oh, man. Geez, there's been so many, man. Honestly, the games that if I had known after playing them how amazing they are, you know, I could pull something out. But right now, like Mass Effect was it 5 years ago, right? Like it's just the list goes on and on of games I've anticipated. But definitely, I could give you The Witcher 3 as something that if I hadn't played it.
Did you beat The Witcher?
If I had played it, if I hadn't played it, you know, and realized what it was back then I would probably look forward to that game the most out of any because it's so phenomenal. If that made sense.
Dealer, let me ask you this. Are you one of the elite players that has beat The Witcher 3 already?
I'm one of the elite players that has 8 days or so in the game and still hasn't beat it.
Okay, all right. I got a month into the Witcher. And
it's so amazing.
It is amazing.
But keep in mind, I lost my first 80-hour save in that game. Same for Fallout 4. Both of them got lost. Thanks, Game Preview, and not Game Preview, Dashboard Preview, whatever the fuck they call it now. So I had to start all over there, and then I got the PC version to see what that's about, right? So I had another shit ton of hours in there. Same for Fallout 4, and now I've started on the Game of the Year edition, which starts you all over. Your saves don't transfer anyway. Right. And all your achievements are new and stuff, so you can double up on the achievements. So I'm like 600 gamer score into the Game of the Year edition now. So I've got a lot of time, and I'm waiting for Scorpio to play with some of the new stuff that console is going to implement. Even if it's unpatched, it's going to get super sampling and all that according to all this stuff that's happening. So I'm looking forward to it.
All right, nice. Lady Infamous, how about you? Lady Infamous, how about you?
She checked
all right. Okay, bye.
Bye.
I think I heard.
There she go. Oh, is she coming?
I see you blinking. Trying to make a left turn. I see you. All right, we'll give it to Delon.
I'll go ahead.
Go ahead.
So you said what's the most anticipated when I was growing up?
Yeah.
I mean, what was the other question?
The most emotional.
Emotional. Oh wow. Okay. For me, the most emotional. Wow, it have to be Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
There we go.
I like that one. Was awesome. And for me, in regards to most anticipated, it would not be a game. It would actually be the OG Xbox because I was anticipating the launch lineup, and I knew already that I wanted the Xbox because everybody was getting PlayStation, and I'm a kind of a non-conformist, so I was going to get the Xbox on launch day, and so I was looking forward to games like Dead or Alive, Malice, Oddworld, stuff like that. And I just remember being extremely hyped for it and going to get it day one, stuff like that. So that would be kind of most anticipated because at that point I was able to afford the console on my own for the first time. Because before then, my parents, bought the console that I wanted. So this is my first like I'm purchasing this. This is what I want. That kind of deal. So I had a whole emotion attached to the OG Xbox. But as far as games, it definitely will have to be. Gosh, it's kind of a tie because I'm a huge Metroid fan. Like I love Super Metroid. That's my favorite game of all time. It's Super Metroid on SNES. So yes, it have to be. But I'm gonna give it to Legend of Zelda because it's just the amount of secrets that was in that game, and I was bent on let me find everything in this game.
Nice.
When it comes to Ocarina of Time. So
nice. Dope. Livewire. What up, man?
Oh man, so you said the most emotional?
Yeah, the most emotional game had the most impact on you. Last gen. I mean, it could be last gen, it could be previous. It don't matter. Just not this generation.
Splinter Cell.
Ooh,
I think it was
so good.
Nice.
Splinter Cell. I think it was the one where not Chaos.
Double Agent.
Double Agent. Yes, when you gotta Damn, I was fucked up after that shit. I was like, no, not my now. Come on. What do you mean? These are my options. This is bullshit, man. That's my bro, yo.
Right.
Yeah, that was my. Oh man, that shit fucked me up. Probably that and maybe Resident Evil, the first one on PS1. That shit fucked me up too. I was saying that creepy bastard turned his head first time. I mean, mind you, that's the first time you've seen no shit like that. You're like, yo, what the fuck?
But what about Eternal Darkness though? That was crazy too.
Oh yeah, that was
great.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. And then my most anticipated
as a younger Livewire, you was an outlet plug back then.
Sega Genesis X2 was my shit. That is the X-Men game, the second X-Men game that came out for Sega Genesis. That shit was a beast, yo. I played the shit out of that game. And probably the other one was X-Men Children of Adams for Sega Saturn, because I was a big X-Men head back then.
Sega fan, okay.
That was my
Can
shit.
you guys hear me?
Yeah,
now we can.
Oh, okay. Oh my
There you
god.
go.
I'm sorry.
You go through a tornado?
You got jokes now, right? No, I have to disconnect the chat and get back on it. I want to answer his question though.
Okay.
I ain't gonna front. The game that gave me the most emotion was Modern Warfare 2 because it was the first console that I'd be able to buy on my own, and that was one of the games that I bought. That mission, No Russian, had me feeling some kind of way. I didn't want to kill. I didn't want to kill all those innocent people at the airport.
That was so epic.
You know what I mean? And then also with the mission at the estate, when I think that's his name was Ghost, that he got lit on fire by Shepard after Shepard betrayed him. I was mad. I mean, I was like in tears, like, because I went through this mission to get this shit for you and you killed me. And I'm like, and then when I stabbed Shepard with the knife, I felt good. I did it 3 times. Like normal, hard, and veteran, I did it 3 times. It felt so good. Yeah. Just stabbing him in the eye. And the game that I was most anticipated with, it had to be Super Mario World because that's when my mom got me a Super NES, and it came with the Super Mario World. She was tired of me playing on other people's Nintendos, so she said, "Here, get you the Super Nintendo that came with Super Mario World." I love that game. Consoles
came with games.
Yes.
And booklets. It was so and booklets. I want my booklet. If I'm buying a game and it's $60 on, I want my booklet. Give me my booklet, man. Like for real.
So, color too.
I need my manuals. I want my manuals back. Bring back manuals. Hashtag bring back manuals.
Yeah. These 2 pages we get these days don't make no damn sense.
I know, right? And it's usually like some sort of security type thing or some copyright message. It's like, man, that's not. I want a booklet, man. Come on.
The music, the level.
$60 though.
I mean, yeah. So I just wanted to answer your question. So I didn't feel like I was going to.
Dope answer. I wasn't expecting that Modern Warfare scene because that scene was controversial.
Yeah, it was. It's crazy.
Yeah, it really was. K-Meg, I'm going to go last. So K-Meg, it's on you, brother.
All right, man. There's been.
Uh-oh.
And we lost him.
Man, they didn't got him. He got swatted.
Dang, you're not. We can't hear you, K Mega.
Oh,
Like.
Oh, come on, K Mega. Where you go? There he is. There.
Yeah, okay. I'm back. Okay, can y'all hear me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
now,
All right, my bad. My big ass foot hit the damn cord. I was like, no audio issues, please. Okay, anyway. So, all right. You know what? Resident Evil, that's not the Livewire. Let me just bring this little point up. That Resident Evil was so epic with me at that time. There was people that wasn't gamers, and they would come over to the house. Well, to my apartment, because I was like 19 when Resident Evil, the first Resident Evil came, and I just moved into my own spot, and there was people that would come over and they would make drinks and shit, and they would sit and watch me play Resident Evil. And everybody would be emotional as shit. And when some crazy shit happened, like when the spiders came through the wall, was on the wall and shit, and they was doing that shaking shit, people would run out the house. It was, out the apartment. It was wild. That shit was really crazy. That was epic. But the most emotional, it was crazy. But the most emotional game for me personally had to be Final Fantasy X. The whole story with Titus and Sin and his father, all of that was emotional, and that game was not only really long and deep, and when you found out what really happened and what Sin really was, it brought something to me that I never ever had experienced in a game before. I love Final Fantasy VII. I love killing Seth Roth's ass. Even though I thought Seth Roth is one of the best enemies of all time at that time, but I had to say that Final Fantasy X is still one of my favorite Final Fantasies of all time, and I'm gonna stay true to tradition because there's really a lot of games out there that had me emotionally tied. That I was anticipating. Let me make another game that I was emotionally tied to because I hated it so much, and that was Parasite Eve. I was like, why the fuck would you make so many goddamn bosses to finish this bitch off? I want to kill this boss. But anyway, let me move on. But my most anticipated game, and even to this day, as me being as old as I am, is Tekken. Tekken is life for me, man. Man, come on, man. Y'all can't hate me, man. I love Tekken.
I'm telling you, when K Mega plays Gears of War, bro, he's always running.
Man, okay. Tekken is life for me. And you know what? I'm going to cry. I'm not even going to lie to y'all.
Is it that's because that's the only game you're really, really good at? Is that why?
No, come on, Delilah. That's not the case. No.
There's so many other good fighting games like better.
No. Ain't nothing really better than Tekken, man. Tekken is like that. Tekken is that. Tekken is that shit. Like, look, when the machinima. When it's over, when Kazuya and Hayachi are gonna die or something like that happens, and when that line is done, I'm going to cry like a baby. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man.
It's just like of all the games ever, you pick Tekken. Like I'm just kind of
Tekken is my shit, and that's why you know what? Somebody hates me so much that they gave Don, that they gave the Don a free copy of Tekken 7, and they told him to kick K Mega's ass. Let me make this clear to you. I don't brag about, like, when I make my intros to my videos, I say I'm a average gamer talking to the, I'm a regular gamer talking to the intelligent gamers. When it comes to Tekken, I don't play games. So when whoever bought fucking Tekken 7 for Don, you're gonna see Don get his ass beat like a motherfucking kid on a daily. My son still wants to kill me in Tekken. I don't play games when it comes to Tekken. Lawrence G, he's a part of Intro Media Gaming. Let me know. Lawrence G, he plays fighting games. He is a fighter. He goes to tournaments. And he gets the best of me because I don't play Tekken Tag and shit like I used to. But I make him sweat. He's like, Mega, damn, you don't play. I don't play. So when Tekken 7 comes out, I'm going to be furious. And I'm going to be angry. And I'm going to go after every individual that wants this crown. You will not have it. Tekken is mine. Tekken will never be anybody else's. And I refuse to lose to any young, undisciplined youngster because Tekken belongs to us, the old,
What's
the
that thing
root
that all
gamer.
they say? What's that thing that all they say?
Emotion. Triggered.
Cut his mic. Cut his mic.
Okay, I'm done. But Tekken 7, I'm ready. I'm so ready. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. For myself, I'd say there's two games that had an emotional impact with me, emotional ties, and that was when that was Walking Dead season 1. Just because I was, my baby's mother, she was pregnant with my only daughter, and I'm pretty sure everybody played it, so there's no really spoilers here, but just that emotional bond with him, and what's her name?
Clementine.
Clementine. Yeah, just that. It was touching me a little bit, man. It made me feel some type of way in my feels a little bit, because I never never had a daughter. So,
face was leaking. So.
Face was straight leaking.
It was nice. It wasn't a bad. It wasn't like a sad, it was sad, but just the bond between them two was pretty cool. The second game would have to be The Last of Us, and it kind of came out almost not at the same time, but it was in that same wave. And it was just hitting me. I was like, damn, I had Kleenex, had, paper towels, had all that, man.
Yeah, I got 3 daughters, man. I felt the same way with that one.
Yeah, man, it was really, it was a good experience, and it's pretty cool that games can reach out and touch people like that. And I think that a lot of games should take pages out of those titles and implement more emotion and more care. Just like playing Mass Effect right now. And oh my God, this dialogue it makes me want to, Commander Shepard. Yes, I'm here.
No spoilers, man. Come on.
Oh, no. I'm not no spoilers. Commander Shepard.
Are you almost done? Because we're almost done with the podcast, but we do have to touch on this.
Are you finished or are you done?
Oh no. All right. Well, I'll touch on Mass Effect after this. But yeah,
I'm sorry to cut you off because I know I went extra long talking about Tekken. I'm sorry.
It's good. It's all good. The A button needs you. As a youngster, I think the most anticipated game was Grand Theft Auto 3, and I used to. That's back in the day when there was no IGNs and that stuff. We used to look at screenshots and get happy. That and I would have to say
it was books,
right? Magazines,
Yeah.
My second game would have to be Metal Gear Solid.
The stories and art.
Oh man, that game really was meant a lot to me. It was the first time I ever played something that got me worried and espionage. Anything before that was GoldenEye, and I didn't really, that was more like it's playing a movie, not so much as building and stealth kills and a crazy story. And I played through that game multiple times on the PlayStation 1. So those are my games, man.
No doubt. That is awesome. I'm sorry that I went long about Tekken. That shows you how serious I am about Tekken. I love that game a lot. Everybody's
You're the only fan I know. I'm joking.
But K Mega is the only person that has an Xbox One controller and only has one button on it. That's crazy.
The king of the K Mega Cornflake do not play with the A button. If you want to play a game and it has A button primarily, your ass is mine. So that is. But no, I was looking at the chat. And there's so many games out there, Killer Instinct. There's so many other games that all through time. Like when the first game that made me a gamer was Rygar off of the NES. I
remember that.
Yeah, that was the game. I had to go kill that. I had to go kill dude. I had to get him. I had to. And there was just so many. And another game was on the PlayStation was Metal Gear Solid 2. Where I thought that was really trippy because it read off of your memory card, and when that one boss would say your secrets, I thought that was the craziest shit. I cut off my PlayStation because I was like, this can't be real. And you know what? Look, true gamers, you love everything. You know what I'm saying? You know, hell with all the disputes of whatever is your preference, but you know, all gamers should all love everything just for the mere fact that because PlayStation has been doing it for so long. PlayStation has been giving out great games for 20 plus years. Nintendo has been doing it for 30 plus years. You know, Xbox has been doing it for 15 years, and you have to give Xbox its credit. You have to. Yeah, look. Yeah, no, you can't be hating on the Xbox. Xbox has been doing this shit. Xbox has been doing this for 15 years. They're the baby, and
you
they have
been
been.
Props because come on, nobody can. A lot of companies have tried to enter into the console market and not been able to sustain. So I give them.
Yeah, you got to give Phil. Come on. You have to give Phil Spencer so much. You got to give Killer Phil so much credit for the mere fact that if this was Sega or Neo Geo or any other company, that if as bad as 2013 was, he turned it around. And PlayStation did what they had to do because they had to get back on top. That's what I don't think gamers today realize. Phil Spencer has reinvented the Xbox brand, and that's just the truth, and it's a wonderful thing all the way to board. So let me get to the last topic, because you know what, we're going way over time because we're supposed to be only an hour and a half, but because so many people was over here giving out a lot of information about Mass Effect, I'm gonna let the panel, whoever wants to take it, go ahead and take it. But I haven't played Mass Effect yet. I went ahead and bought the deluxe edition because I have faith in this new crew that's taking it over. But you know what? Whoever wants to take it, go ahead and take it. I'm excited. Okay, go ahead. Infamous, you'll be second.
I gotta hear this because I haven't touched it yet.
Third, because I'm a huge fan of the series.
I'm a huge fan. It's one of it's.
You like it more than Tekken? You like it more than Tekken though?
No.
I got a lot to say about this.
No. I'm not.
I'm ready.
But I'm not. But I will say this. I have seen YouTube videos of the voice acting and the animations of the facial features, and
that's always been the problem.
And if I'm going to clap,
to me that's they could just kill immersion, but to me doesn't make or break the game.
Horizon Zero Dawn is a laughing stock. When I see these people looking like motherfucking who dumb whom, and these and then when I see what's going on with Mass Effect, I'm kind of baffled. Like, what are we talking about? So let it go. I'm throwing the motherfucking subject on the floor, and everybody jump at it. Go, let's go.
I'm going.
All right.
Commander Shepard, yes. We lost power to the left wing of the ship. Oh, really? Yes. There's no power over there. We can't get our weapons out the lockers. Oh, let's get right on it. I mean, it's just the fucking the dialogue is like, it's 2017. I pop in the game. I create my character. Right?
Yeah, we're listening.
Right?
Okay.
Right? You
Yeah, we listen.
Okay. There's sliders involved, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You want to say every time?
Yeah. It's cool. But look, check it out. The hair looks like WWE SmackDown 2007. Like it's hard. Like there's no excuse. The afro, you can't even get an afro white, right? Seriously?
Yeah.
Like, it's really pathetic that Fallout 4 had a better. You can at least mold your beard. I mean, it's just the skin tones are off. I mean, the eyeballs look really scary. It's just like you know what the game. If I can sum it up in one word, it lacks polish, and that's no excuse for 2017. Me waiting 5 years to play another hop in this world again, and deal with that. That's just to create a character. It looks like
the helmet on, man. You be straight. Put the helmet.
I know that. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But gameplay wise. It's Halo. It's Halo in third person. Period. And which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad. You guys played Halo. You know what I'm talking about. You know.
Yeah, I agree. I played Halo 5.
And it fits well. It fits well. I'm not complaining there. The game.
It's real smooth. I know Halo 5 is real smooth.
It is.
Like the frame rate is nice. Everything about it is really smooth.
And I'm enjoying the gameplay. When I'm playing the game, it sucks that you have all these races. You know, you got the Krogans and everybody else from the other games and everything, and it's just there. I understand this is a new trilogy or a new series, but it's hard to invest in these new characters that don't have solid personalities. You know what I mean? Like right off the bat, you connected with Rex, or you hated Rex in the beginning in the old series, right?
Ooh,
like these characters are.
Rex.
Hey man, no spoilers, dude. For real.
No. I'm not
say what
spoiling
you gonna
nothing.
say, but don't
about
go
the
into.
No, I'm talking about the old game.
Okay,
I'm just
okay.
like the story connection just feels really tropey. It feels really campy, and maybe it's a slow burn. Maybe it gets great later. But right now, I played about, let's say, 6 hours in, and it's hard for me to give a flying fuck about this story right now.
Okay, but the gameplay's solid.
So, gameplay solid.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else that played the Mass Effect game and got an opinion?
I have.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I watched before. Excuse me. Before I played Andromeda, I did not play a single Mass Effect game. I only watched Let's Plays of other people play it. I want to explore. I hope that I can explore far and wide. The story is amazing. I enjoy the story. With the customization, as I agree, I'm thinking this is Mass Effect Andromeda. This is like the whole galaxy and shit. Why I got these basic ass presets? You know what I mean?
Damn, Infamous is going in.
It's the truth. It's the truth. And then I play the game, not even 30 minutes, and then they're asking me to do some shit. Like, come on, man. You know, butter me up a little bit. Tell me what's really going on. You know, don't tell me to do some shit already. I know I'm going to end up doing some shit later down the game, but let me get into this game. I just think that it's more of a, like, what can I say? A redemption for Mass Effect 3, because I heard people hated the ending of that one.
Yeah.
I guess I got a slight question. I don't want to just kind of jump in, but so
you just
from
did.
what I'm hearing, I mean, I'm just
no, go ahead. I'm just playing with you. Go ahead.
Well, no, it's like so you're saying, okay, now with the because I haven't played any of the demos. Every time they do like a early release, I never play them. So my question is it just random 10 hours, or is it really the beginning of the game and then they cut you off?
No, it's 10 hours and you can do multiplayer and you got 10 hours worth. You do whatever you want. I guess.
Okay, so it is the actual single player game, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, right? It's a single player game, and I played Horde mode. I didn't know what Mass Effect multiplayer would be. I'm thinking maybe team deathmatch, typical multiplayer shit. Yeah. Horde mode, that's turning me off right there because I need to have.
In Mass Effect 3, it was the same one. It's just copy and paste. It's the same thing.
Yeah. At least with Call of Duty, I got multiplayer and I got zombies and I got a playlist of multiplayer games. No, man, go
investing your money in something like.
No, well,
bro. Some things are unexcusable.
$5 and get the 10-hour trial. That's when EA access it. You just figure it out for yourself. Because personally, I was really excited about the game. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna use all these 10 hours because I gotta think about if I'm gonna get this game next week. But I would tell you what, when I finished playing that first part, I went to the Xbox Live store and I was looking up the premium pass for Battlefield 1 because I need a backup plan just in case. Because I love the story, but if it doesn't have a longevity for me, I can't spend $60. I can't afford, day one games. I need my games to last.
Mass Effect was never about multiplayer though, so never. Basically a single player experience.
True, but it had longevity. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing right there.
With DLC.
Right. And also replayability as well. And I think that with the new dialogue system, I think I'm liking what I'm seeing with the new dialogue system. Not the dialogue, but the system itself, because we're not going bad versus good like we used to.
No Renegade.
Yeah, Paragon and Renegade system. you had that in the back of your mind when you were going to choose what you were going to say. Here, you no longer have that. You can speak your mind and do what you want, pick what you want to say. And I think that may have some longevity, input in that, because it's a different system there. But I think a lot of what people are talking about with the animations and stuff, yes, I agree all day. It's 2017. I wish they would have done better, but it's BioWare and they didn't. And I don't know.
Do you think that's because the game is so big and they're just trying to get?
I think it's a whole nother team. It's a whole nother team.
Well,
I
here's
just hope
the
it's
thing.
not filler. I just hope it's not filler in there.
If you go to Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, they all had the dead eyes. They all had bad animation. In fact, I would say the animation is better in this game than those. However, it's not that much better, okay? But the combat and stuff, it looks a lot better to me. The combat system looks fluid. The jetpack looks crazy cool. I can't wait to play that.
Oh, well, let me say that real quick. The jetpack is by far my favorite video game sound to date.
Wow. Cool.
Dealer, what do you think about this? Oh, well, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish what you got.
Let Jay finish.
Yeah, Jay.
It's less linear, so it looks like it's more explorable. You're gonna have more space to walk around in and explore and find shit. So I can't wait to play it. I'm a big fan of the series, and from speaking with friends that have played it and what they've told me so far, it looks like a winner to me. I'm gonna pick it up day one.
That's awesome. That's what I want to hear.
That's what I need to hear, man.
That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. Jay, do you have? I'm sorry, not Jay. Dealer, do you have anything to say on this? Have you played it yet?
Yeah, I've actually got quite a bit to say on it. I've got several hours into this thing, and say what?
No, I just said I was like,
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people are going crazy tweaking about this game. Really, when the game stops you before you can even play the first real mission, right? People were asking how far you can go in the 10-hour trial.
Oh, well, wait till you answer the question. Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Go ahead.
I think she got a different conversation going on.
Yeah, I don't even know. You know what I'm saying?
No, I guess I'm not hearing Delilah answer her question. That's why I'm sitting here in the long pause. I'm sorry.
Well, Delilah,
she was in 2 different podcasts.
Yeah, maybe. What was going on? What the hell is going on, ladies?
But just so we're clear, everyone can hear me speak, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. So basically, the game's somebody was asking how far you can go in the 10-hour trial. And the game stops you before you can even do the first real mission. All right.
Awesome. Okay.
A lot of people were really rushing through this 10-hour trial. They weren't really taking the time to learn the lore as well or what's happening. And the reason the story is disconjointed is because at the end of 3, the Reapers fucked everything up, right? So they had to get several hundred years in between now and then. So none of that mattered anymore. So they could actually start a whole new trilogy at the minimal, I would say. So basically, the combat's better than it's ever been by far, in my opinion. The movements, the animations, the game looks about what you would expect it to look like. It looks pretty damn good a lot of the time. And it does use HDR and AAA and things like that. So they're pretty up to date on a lot of the technology in the game.
Xbox best box.
But is
Gunplay is really damn good, like I said. And the movement's good. The jetpack's awesome. And the dialogue is, if you weren't complaining about Horizon Zero Dawn dialogue, you won't complain about this. That's the bottom line.
Fuck them both.
Yeah, it's not the greatest, but keep in mind, you haven't even beat the first real mission, right? Mm-hmm. So, just take your time, run around that first planet you go to. You are limited there. You can't go past there. And do some of the side stuff. Explore, try to role play, immerse yourself. I too have also bought this game already, and I was kind of underwhelmed, but then I'm starting to think, and then I'm starting to explore, and then I'm on the desert map, and then I run into a little camp where, oh shit, there's a big ass monster here that people wouldn't know about, and that's not anything story related, right? That's exploratory. So
okay, so I feel a little bit better. Thank you.
You're gonna get in you're gonna get out what you put in. That's how it's gonna work.
Yeah, Dealer. My buddy said just almost exactly the same shit you just said verbatim, talking about how this game is just The gunplay is just great and everything. So I can't wait to play this, man.
Don't get me wrong, though. It does feel disjointed somewhat, but it's going to be a slow burn. You know, I hated The Witcher 3 for 6 hours. I regretted buying it. Turns out it's one of the best games I've ever played. So
wow, you hated it for the first 6 hours?
I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. I regretted buying it. You know, in this game, you know, you can't get it from this trial. It's going to be one of those things where you're going to have to...
After I fought the Griffin, I felt a lot better. Because I will agree, I will agree that at the beginning I was like, come on now, this is nowhere near as good as Witcher 2. And then once you got out of that dull ass area, what was it, Velen?
White Orchard or some shit.
Yeah. Once you got out of that, everything in The Witcher 3 started opening up. And
here's something else to consider about Mass Effect Andromeda as well. Mass Effect Andromeda has the slowest beginning of any Mass Effect there's ever been.
Really?
Right? Which is also something
is that because they skipped the first mission though? Like you said, they skipped the. Is that why?
You don't skip anything. It's just the game kind of starts slow. You know, it is heavy dialogue. They explain some things to you. You know, and you do some stuff in the beginning, but it does start slower than any other Mass Effect ever. So that's something to consider. I think it opens up. There's ship customization, nomad customization, all that stuff.
Customization. Yeah.
Suit customization, you know, just you can do the outposts. You can call in form outposts on planets that you kind of reduce the threat level on. That you don't get to experience that in the game so far that I've gotten to on the 10 hours. You know, there's a lot of stuff too. I think it'll be repetitive in terms of calling down the outposts and all that over time. But you know, it's still stuff that you. I
think I'll still end up loving it at the end of the day. It's one of my favorite franchises of all time. I want to get the shit talking out. Go ahead.
I like the fact that you can change your abilities on the fly too.
That is dope.
Really? Now that is dope. I haven't played it yet.
Because you know how sometimes you'll pick one, you'll be like adept or something, and then you'll be stuck.
You're stuck with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so
the concussive shot feels much better than it ever has. You feel that force when they get hit with it.
Officially making me excited for it now. So
just play it. Keep an open mind.
Get the EA access. Get the EA access and play a couple hours.
Right.
To me, the game,
PlayStation fans can't do that.
Just don't be afraid. Here's the thing. Don't be afraid to take your time, ask questions, talk to the characters. Because you think you're going to run out of time, because there's more than enough time to do everything you can do in that trial before it limits you. So just take your time, talk to the characters, learn the world and the lore and what's happening.
Are they going to do an advanced release like you did with the Gears stuff? Or no, they're not doing that because it's EA. Because you got the Ultimate Edition.
I mean, it's out in a few days at this point, you know.
Yeah, I was just saying in the Gears you got the.
Yeah, it comes out Tuesday.
Ultimate Edition. Okay, yeah.
Monday at 11 p.m.
Well, all right, guys. You know what? We about to hit that 2-hour mark. That was something that I used to get bitched out at because you know what? People had things to do. It was Friday night. It was the pants off, dance off hour. It was going to the boom boom room, or I was going to do what I had to do on a Friday night. So you know what? We're going to have to end this. This was a very good, positive show. No technical issues. So you know the GRG episode is ready to rock and roll. Dealer and J, me, not eat. Well, it's definitely must be good luck charms. It must be good luck charms and Jay Centuries as well. Man, you know what, Livewire, like I said, you the bruv, man, whatever. So anyway, I am so excited, but you know what, we're gonna have to go ahead and do the outros. Man, I had a really good time with this podcast. I hope you guys will definitely have a chance if y'all have time to come back and say what's up, because this was dope as hell, because we had some really good discussions. And then also think about this as well. We've had a guy that is a pro PlayStation guy, and don't think that I'm not going to bring pro PlayStation people onto this podcast to interject their opinions, because here we're all gamers. It's all respect. This isn't the multiplayer. That is our gaming therapy. You know what I'm saying? That's where we let it all out. I'm going to say fuck PlayStation just because I've had all the hate from the fucking PlayStation Nation come on to me. But other than that, we're all gamers at the end of the day.
I don't care what you play. Moment right now, man. Kumbaya, man.
Yeah, but Xbox, don't be throwing out tweets.
We're all multi-class at this point. We're all multi-class. So
yeah. So whatever we...
Come on, man. It's over. The war is over.
So yeah, the Scorpio's here. The war is over. Y'all better come out here and join us. So anyway, we're gonna do outros. I'm gonna start out with Jamie. What's happening? What's going on with you?
I'm sorry, Jamie. I'm butchering your name, man. I mean, it's just
I'm not gonna say all of it, man. You was a
Everything
cool ass
Jay.
guest. I enjoy you. You're a root gamer. Let everybody know about you, your channel, everything that you're doing, and hopefully you can come back on the show if you want to. That's your prerogative. But go ahead, let everybody know.
All right, my name is Jay. I like walks on the beach. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway,
all right, we're done. Go ahead. Okay, dealer, don't play it. Go ahead.
Everything according to me is my YouTube channel. Check it out or don't, like I said in the beginning. Yeah, thank you for having me on K Mega all day. Thanks for the invites, and I'm actually happy to meet everybody here on the panel. Dealer, I meant no hate at the beginning with you, man.
No, it's no problem, bro.
I was just speaking on the speculation aspect, and I want the Scorpio to be badass. That's all.
No, don't worry.
Yeah, you don't want room for disappointment. So I get it.
Nothing wrong with that.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. Look, that's the thing that I want GRG to be, is to challenge people for whatever their opinion. Look, this isn't the point to where we could be hateful. This is where we actually talk about true topics that has gamers actually thinking instead of reacting in a dumbass way. So so everything that you were saying, Jay, you did it right. You did it positive. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I've listened to Dealer. I've dealt with Dealer. He didn't have his sniper out. He would have been ready to dart your ass in a minute.
I listen to the multiplayer podcast. I'm not trying to argue with anybody over video games.
Yeah, there ain't no need to argue. But anyway, that's awesome, man. Go check out my boy Jay Me or Jay Eat Me. He is an awesome dude. All day. Thank you for bringing this guy on, because he's a dope ass dude. I definitely want him to have him on. So now we go to our next guest, Dealer, the sniper. For any of you ponies that fuck around and try to act stupid, Dealer is going to take care of you, man. That's all that we have to do when motherfucker Trump's America. We call Dealer. Dealer gets out there and he fires your ass up. You talking about that motherfucker Japanese games? Talk about that shit. He gonna light your ass up.
It's March 17th, 2017. You heard it here first. Yes. Dealer, aka the tactician.
The tactician.
No, stop.
Hey, Dealer.
I'm just an asshole with a mic, just like the rest of you.
Hey, go ahead and tell everybody where you at.
No. In terms of me and Jay, yeah. I mean, it's hard to go back and forth, right? Mm-hmm. And you're not the first person to say that I'm speculating or this or that, but I also do shoot down almost every single rumor as well. So if you don't watch, I don't blame you for thinking that. But if you check out my channel, I'm pretty damn grounded. I base everything in research and my own experience through PC gaming, and as well as what I know. So I'm just a console dude that I dabble in the tech and I understand it, and I know what's technology. So it is definitely no harm done, and I'm sure we'll talk again soon. And to the rest of you guys, thanks for having me on. I know that it's probably a little last minute, but you guys are pretty cool and talk games and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, if you're interested in what I might have to say, Dealer Gaming on YouTube, obviously for any kind of tech news, or console related or otherwise, and Xbox Live, II space Dealer space II, and Twitter. That's what it's called, Dealer_Gaming.
No doubt. So let's go ahead and go down the line. My boy Livewire, the man with the plan. He is our bruh man of the GRG podcast. He will just come in and just talk and ramble and say shit. He'll talk to himself. You know what? Look, when Livewire comes into the podcast with me, 100 tags, shown a lot all day, and other people, This man will talk to himself. He was playing Resident Evil 7 and trying to beat the game, and he was just talking randomly. We was like, "Are you talking to us?" He's like, "No, bitch, I'm talking to this game." So we just let him be. All, you know what I'm saying? Livewire is the man. Much love, much respect, and also check out his channel. He is the only motherfucking YouTuber that I know that can talk about three. He can impersonate three different people and make them sound exactly like they were and get hate for it because he was being truthful. Livewire is the man. Go ahead, Livewire. Go ahead and let everybody know about you, bro.
The hype.
What's going on, people? It's your boy Live, and yeah, check out my video that I put up today. Trying to remember what the fuck I was talking. Oh, the comedy that was this week. That's what I put up. That shit was hilarious. Yeah. But yeah, check that out, and check out Killer Instinct. They just had an update. That shit is fire. Yo.
Yeah. Oh, is it the is it the new old
yeah,
girl?
they got Shin Hisaku, and they have a bunch of different costumes and shit in there.
I can't
and
wait.
They got a shadow survival shit and a whole bunch of other shit in there.
And big shout out to Killer Instinct. That is a dope ass fighting game. I'm tired of people not giving that game its just desserts. It's better than Street Fighter V. I don't care. I don't want to hear.
I keep talking about how it is.
Well, no. I'm saying for the sense of that there's so you got to listen. I hear so much hate that they talk about Street Fighter V. Look, Street Fighter 4 just came out on the Xbox One, right? Street Fighter 4 has more content, has a better story, and it's more balanced than Street Fighter 5. But yet they want to downgrade Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct has been doing a great job. Good job, Microsoft, with a great fighter.
And let's remember, Killer Instinct is technically you can play that shit for free.
Yeah.
So
remember
that.
Yeah. Killer Instinct is the best fighting game of this generation, in my
opinion. You heard this from a pro PlayStation guy. I love this guy. We definitely gonna have this dude on, man, because you know what I'm saying? He makes common sense. Yeah.
I have Street Fighter 5, but it's not that great.
You know what? Street Fighter 5 is a beautiful game. I will not ever dispute the look.
No, when comparing it to the others,
it's not good. Well, and you know what? Me playing Street Fighter 4 vanilla made me realize how much better the fucking Street Fighter 4 was better than 5. You know what? Yeah. It was rushed. You know what? PlayStation, Capcom, y'all messed up. Y'all should have waited until next year to bring that game out. Look, I can't knock how Akuma look. I love that new look of Akuma. He looks like a lion. That dude is a beast. But you know what? It doesn't have the feel of Ultra. And if Xbox brings Ultra Street Fighter 4 to the Xbox One backwards compat, it's a wrap. Street Fighter 5 is dead at that point. So anyway,
you interrupted outros, but anyway, go ahead.
I know. I'm sorry. I know. So let's go ahead and Lady Infamous, my baby sister intro me to gaming. It's time to get ready to get out of here. Go ahead and give your shout outs. Let everybody know what you do. You're streaming all that.
Oh, okay. This has been a long ass show today. I think we did over 2 hours, but that's some good shit.
Yes.
I appreciate everybody coming in. I appreciate our guests. Thank you for coming by and just telling us your intellectual opinions. And just check me out on Lady Infamous 415 on YouTube. I'll be streaming Mexican Andromeda tonight on Twitch, Lady_Infamous 415, Fridays, and I'll be on Twitter, Lady_Infamous 30. I'll be there all the time. Please with that shit. Thank you for coming.
Nice. Yeah. Lady Infamous is a true ass gamer. If you have not checked her out, you need to. She is about that life. If anybody says anybody in this panel that don't play games, you are a fucking fool because everybody plays games. We're going to the next lady right here that holds it down. The backbone of GRG. One of the backbones. Like I said, the ladies are the backbone. Delilah HD, I'm sorry about your Atlanta Falcons. Wow.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm done with that. I'm done with that.
Okay, we done with next year.
Finally
next
got
year.
over it, man, and it's I was finally over it until you just said something just now, but in high school.
Rams
but
for
no,
life.
You guys
we
can,
had a very good. We have a very good free agency. Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, you guys can follow me on Twitter, Delilah_HD. You know, really not too. You can catch me also on Ladies Night, Console and Cocktails on Mondays. It's gonna be one this Monday, I believe. And also GRG. I'm a regular on the show, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks to all the guests for showing us some love and jumping in, and thank you. That's it, really.
No doubt. And this is her gameplay right here. It's old gameplay. She gave me new gameplay. I didn't get a time to put it in, but whatever that she gave me, it's going to be dope.
If you are if you're an Oculus player, it's a great game. I want you guys to check out. Called Robo Recall. So dope. So right now I've been on my Oculus and on my Zelda. So
nice.
You don't see me on live. That's why.
Nice. We're going to All Day, the man that will grab crab from the ocean and eat it live. And there's plenty of people that has heard us in the test run yesterday that heard him. They said, "What's that crunching noise?" I said, "It's All Day." He just came from the buffet in the multiplayer, but his motherfucking ass, he wanted ocean crab. So he went out there and cracked that shit and ate that shit live. All Day. Let them know where you at, bruh. Let them know.
Yeah, check it out, man. This podcast was great. I enjoyed that, man. I'm telling you. Thanks for everybody on the panel for coming through. Dealer, sniper rifle, you need to put it down. I can still smell the gun smoke.
Damn,
thanks for coming through, man. Jay, you're a humble dude. We clicked when I first seen you on the multiplayer. I was like, man, I gotta have him on the podcast. Thanks for coming through, brother. Appreciate it.
Sorry for butchering your name too, Jay. It's Jay. Everything according to me, Jay. Yeah. I mean, come on, it's not that hard, people.
Okay.
Man, I seen Jay eat me, man. I didn't know what the hell to say, but saying Jay is a really cool dude. Really cool dude.
I'm really excited right now. I can't wait to hit this fucking end button because I want to play some games. My first off day. Mm-hmm. So you can find me on at Video Theory on Twitter. You can check out my YouTube channel. I might post a video today. I don't care right now. But I should post something. I've been lacking. But yeah, thanks, man. It was a good show. Catch us next week. I will be having some more questions and maybe a few giveaways. You guys stay tuned.
No doubt. We are done for the night. I will say this. I will say this. Somebody said this perfectly. The ladies are the ribs of the GRG podcast. You know what? I thank you so much, Lady Infamous. I thank you so much, Delilah, because of your expertise and that y'all are gaming females. That is a plus, and that's why I had to have you guys on the podcast. Y'all hold it down. And for everybody, that is the truth. That is the truth because, when you listen to a lot of podcasts out there, there are a few
sausage party, pretty much.
Yeah, it's a sausage party, pretty much.
Testosterone.
Yeah. And big shout out
everybody yelling at each other.
Big shout out to Lady Foxfire, to She Wolf, to Luca, so much. And Miss K, that's my dog, man. Miss K got to come on one day, and my favorite, Mamacita, she got to come on and represent the show. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many lady gamers out there. We got to show respect to our women gamers out there. It is a great time to be a
your
gamer.
boy Porter Rock is funny. Yeah.
You know what, Porter Rock? I love Porter Rock. That is my ace, man. And you know what? When Porter Rock comes on our show, it's probably going to be the
Sony PR.
It's going to be awesome.
Official Sony PR.
But he can't do multiplayer shit. He's like, hey, Mega, brah, brah. I'm going to say, shut that shit down. I'm going to mute him and going to say, calm down. Yeah. I'm going to say, calm down, put some ice on you, and understand we over here topping tockets. So anyway, everybody have a great night. It's Friday night. We went way extra tonight, but you know what? It's because we had no audio motherfucking problems, and we're going to do it. We're doing this, so we are settled. Everybody have a good one. Peace!
What is yours at?
He said, "See what I say? See what I
See what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah, let's go.
Xbox
Okay.
PR. Trust me. Well, no, it's Sony PR.
Oh,
Here we go.
shit.
Okay.
We're all.
I had fun with y'all, but I gotta
go too. I gotta go.
I
I'm at home
know.
in 1 minute.
Man, take me out on
Hey,
Xbox, man.
hey, 2 hours and 12 minutes. I said an hour and 30 minutes, and y'all,
Man.
it was lit. It was lit.
Hey,
I gotta go. I'll catch
that's
y'all
what happens
later.
when you're having fun, man. All right, peace.
All right.
Nah, but it was a good time.
It
I
was a
enjoyed it.
great podcast. Thank you guys so much, man. If
Hey,
y'all
Jay.
want to come back, please let me know.
Yeah, I appreciate the invite, man. I really do.
No doubt. Thank you, dealer. I appreciate it, man. You coming on, man. Having a good time with us, and hope that we can see you again, man.
Hey, Jay, what other podcasts are you on right now?
Well, I got my own. I do, but it's iTunes. That's mixed martial arts.
You said mixed martial arts?
Yeah, I do a podcast called
Oh.
MMA Think Tank, and
Cool.
basically we interview fighters and we talk about mixed martial arts. UFC, Bellator, all of it.
Right. Oh, that's pretty cool. I gotta check that out.
Yeah, I've been doing that for almost 2 years now, and then I do some.
Why
gaming.
didn't you plug it? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Because I'm a very humble guy. And I
Nah.
don't think that
You ever heard of Kyle Kurtz and Bellator?
No, Kyle Kurtz. Maybe. Why? Who's that?
That's the guy I train with.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, so you do some mixed martial arts yourself?
Yeah, I'm a little newer to it. I got fucked up a couple months ago, just throwing jabs. I pulled something. I got kind of taken out of the game for a few months, but here recently I started. That I actually didn't go today because all day asked me to come over here, so I was like, "Fuck it." I'm still a little sore from last time,
Thank you, dealer.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good time. Everybody came back out.
Yeah, dealer, I'm going to check out your channel, man. I'm going to check because I've only heard you talk on some other podcasts, and so, and I meant no disrespect to you. What I was trying to say is that these, when people speculate stuff and they're all hyped on something, some people run with that shit and they think, oh, that's crazy that this person's talking about this or that.
I'm the asshole that's telling everybody, no, it's not fucking 9 teraflops. No, not every game will be 4K. So it is one of those things where, yeah.
I wasn't pushing that agenda on you, man.
It's all right, brother. It's not a big deal.
No problem.
But yeah, it was good talking to you guys. I don't know. Is Mega still in here?
Yeah, he's in here. I think he said be right back. He's still in here.
Yeah, tell him I said good shit, bro. My girl's here. I'm going to fucking jump out of here and play some more Mass Effect here in a little bit. Good talking to you guys.
I'm gonna buy that EA access for that now. Fuck.
Yeah. So, Jay, I thought you had an Xbox One.
I have an Xbox One, but I need to.
EA access.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
I have everything except for the Switch, bro. But Nintendo. It goes back to that thing we were talking about earlier. How these games get rehashed all the time, and Nintendo just constantly gets a pass for that because every iteration or every console that comes out, they're always pushing these same games.
Yeah.
I'm tired of the Marios and shit.
The thing for me is like if I can't pick, this has always been my rule since I've been ever since I was able to buy my own console at the age of 16 till now. It's always been I have to have at least 3 games I need to take home with me, at least 3, and that's just me, And I don't see the 3 on the Switch. Only thing I would play, is probably Zelda, and that's not. I don't want to pay almost $400 just to play Zelda right now. But I am reconsidering because I have 2 jobs now. The other job has a lot of downtime. So I'm really maybe reconsidering picking up Zelda just because I can play on, at work. Yeah,
I got a Wii U, so I can pick it up there if I wanted to play.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Some of the things I hear about with Zelda is the fact that your weapons breaking and shit.
That's exactly what I was gonna fucking say. I mean,
I don't want to fuck with that,
bro. I don't know if you feel the same way, but when I play a game, I kind of grow a bond with my weapon.
Yeah. And
I don't want it to fucking break.
I had a buddy tell me, he goes, oh, no, all you got to do is go get the great sword. Okay, you get that great sword. Then I read that while you're using the great sword, it'll become unusable for minutes at a time if you use it too much. So what's the point of it?
What the fuck? That's weird.
Nintendo just does some weird ass shit.
They don't give a fuck. They're so anti-consumer, bro. It's pathetic.
And that game, as good as it looks, with all the shit you could do, it's not a 10, man. There ain't no perfect game like that.
Jay, the other day, what was I watching? I was watching something on YouTube, and they were talking about Breath of the Wild. And I was listening to Gamer Tag Radio. I suggest all y'all listen to that. It's a really good podcast. They're pretty popular, in the media. They had him and his buddy were talking about Breath of the Wild, the best game ever, da da da. And every fucking point his partner made on the game was everything we did in Skyrim. If you didn't know it was Zelda, the way he was talking, it sounded like Skyrim.
Damn. Yeah.
Maybe he didn't play Sky.
Yeah. Oh,
but I'm just not a handheld dude either. So
we are still live. We are still live. K Mega.
Still live.
Still live from the 405.
That's funny.
Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm gonna probably play a little bit of that for a little bit, and I'm gonna hop on Ghost Recon.
Yeah, you got Ghost Recon. I was actually playing Halo Wars the other day. See, the thing is, I like Mass Effect, but I can't if I'm not in the mood to. Like, there's certain games you just want to like listen to music and shit.
Yeah.
I can't do that shit with Mass Effect. 'Cause I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like I play Halo, like the Halo Wars. After you beat the main story, you ain't gotta listen to shit. You just gotta know how to strategize, which I'm still trying to learn because that shit. Some games I'll be like, yeah, I squeaked that shit out. Other games I'll be like, I shouldn't even be in here. Like this shit is crazy.
Hey, everybody, click up to the general chat, man.
Oh, okay.
It's weird.
I have a problem with.
Oh, you talking about the one for the
remix, HD remix?
I think the digital prices alone are just too much.
For the Switch, you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just crazy. Well,
the digital price, it needs to go down because they're not wasting money on physical resources.
Yeah.
I heard everything sounded good.
Hey, Megan, you're still live, right? So we hopped in the general chat.
What'd you say?
We had to leave the podcast because it was still live, bro.
Was it
still live right now? Yeah, it's good.